Good evening and welcome to the 2020 Jesup Jayhawk football season. My name is Luke Baldwin and I'm coming at you live from the Hawk's Nest inside the Lorianne Sabres press box at the Jesup Jayhawk football and track athletic complex here in Jesup. Tonight we are set to take on the Linn Lynx, and this should be a good start to our 2020 season. I am just subbing in briefly for the real show here, which is, well, the real show is the team out on the field, but before long I will be replaced with Nate Clayberg and Jason Pilcher, who will be once again taking you through the home games as we progress through the season here. Hopefully we'll be progressing through the season. Obviously we're dealing with COVID and the effects of that, and everything seems to be going very well so far at school. We completed our first week of school with, I believe, no new cases. We've got a couple existing out there, but those folks have been quarantining and will hopefully be back joining us again soon. But parents, teachers, students, administrators, everybody is wearing their masks in the school and we're all doing what we can do to stay healthy and reduce the transmission of this disease, and hopefully we will continue to be able to do things like this, get on the field and compete. All right, so another special treat for you tonight. It is senior night here at Jesup. First game out, and we're going to do senior night. And that's actually why we don't have Nate Clayberg and Jason Pilcher up in the box right now, because they both have children. I guess I shouldn't even call them children. They're young adults now. But, of course, Jason Pilcher, his son Jace Pilcher, is the senior quarterback for the Jayhawks, competing in his last season. And then Nate Clayberg is the father of Rachel Clayberg, who is a senior cheerleader. So she's one of the leaders on our massive cheer squad down here. And I don't know, yeah, I guess you can see some of them, about half of those cheerleaders, but I'm guessing we've got a good 20, 25 or so cheerleaders down here. That program just continues to thrive. So, and it does appear that we're lining up the football players here to get things underway. So before long here, we're going to transition this over to the other side of the press box, so they can do a roll call for all these student athletes and their parents, and we can give them some props. But should be a good game here tonight. Again, we've got the Linn Lynx traveling to our home turf. Linn, of course, has had just tremendous success in pretty much every sport they've competed in here in recent history. I believe they went to state in basketball, baseball. I don't know what else, but they undoubtedly are going to bring a talented team here. They definitely have some size, and I'm sure they'll provide Jesup with a great challenge. But from what I understand, Jesup may be a little saltier themselves this year. They've got some new staff. They've got some senior leadership, high talent in the skill positions. I was able to attend a scrimmage over at Union last Friday. They were a lot of fun to watch. Both teams, Union and Jesup, were still a little rusty for that first scrimmage of the season, but I definitely saw some positive things. The offense looked really good. I think we're in for some fun here tonight. So we'll see what Coach Sauer, in his, second or third year, I should have done my homework.
Brother to Logan, Tanner participates in football and wrestling. Future plans for Tanner include going to UNI, majoring in business management. Next, we have Brady Dahl, son of Dirk and Rachel, brother to Brevin. Brady participates in football, track, and speech. Future plans for Brady include pursuing a law degree. Next senior on the list, we have Jarrett Delagardelle, son of Chad and Tina, brother to Rylan and Trevin. Jarrett participates in football and wrestling. His future plans include attending the Missouri Welding Institute. Dawson Dykes, son of Rick and Christine, brother to Skylar and Grace. Dawson participates in football, basketball, and CAPS. Future plans for Dawson include attending UNI for business management. Our next senior is Zach Friedley, son of Wes and Valerie, brother to Brian, October, and Sky. Zach participates in football and track. Future plans for Zach include possibly joining the Army. Bryce Glider, son of Jason and Mandy, brother to Brady and Bella. Bryce participates in football, wrestling, track, baseball, and speech. Future plans for Bryce include attending college to major in biology. Our next Jayhawk coming down is Trevor Kennett, son of Ben and Sonia, brother to Ross and Violet. Trevor has participated in football, wrestling, and speech. His future plans include attending a trade school to become an electrician. Brody Kresser, son of Eric and Tina, brother to Bella and Hayden. Brody participates in football, basketball, baseball, and speech. Future plans for Brody include attending college, where he plans to also play baseball. Jace Pilcher, son of Jason and Annette, brother to Laney. Jace participates in football, basketball, and baseball. Future plans for Jace include attending either UNI or University of Iowa to study finance. Gavin Rarodin, son of Nick and Shannon Rarodin and Kelly Rarodin, brother to Caitlin, Carson, Jordan, Landon, Brecken, and Ireland. Gavin participates in football. Future plans for Gavin include hanging out with his friends and attending college. Toby Sabetka, son of Larry and Kay, brother to Gina. Toby participates in football. Future plans for Toby are undecided at the moment. Jesus Silva, son of Jose, brother to Alejandra, Crystal, and Lizette. Jesus participates in football and wrestling. Future plans for Jesus include living la vida loca. And now for our cheer seniors. Rachel Clayberg, daughter of Nate and Kelly, sister to Daniel. Rachel participates in cheerleading, golf, student council, and National Honor Society. Future plans for Rachel include attending Iowa State University to study business management. Jaren Lloyd, daughter of Angie Lloyd and Kevin Oberbroekling, and Mike Lloyd, sister to Josie and Jaren participates in cheerleading, track, and wrestling management. Future plans for Jaren are undecided at this time. And our last cheerleading senior to come down the track is Anna Sweeney, daughter of Katie and James, sister to Luke, Joel, and Eric. Anna participates in cheerleading, robotics, speech, track, and 4-H. Future plans for Anna include attending Hawkeye, followed by a 4-year college to study art and wildlife or archaeology. Please give another round of applause to all of our seniors and their families for their dedication to Jesup athletics.
All right, back on the Jayhawk Sports Network, and Luke Baldwin nowhere to be found. I don't know. Nate Clayberg up here along with Jason Pilcher as we return from trackside, and our first chance at being senior parents.
Yeah, it's a little surreal, so it's a little bit different. Thought about it last night and today. It just doesn't really still sink in, but maybe a little bit later that, yeah, it's the last year of high school for them.
Right, yeah, and you just think back to, I can remember back when they were pre-K and coming all the way up through, and
Yeah.
and I know it sounds cliche, but it seems like it was just yesterday.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to start with the 2020 season, and North Linn leads off this schedule, and we'll go through that, what the schedule entails here for the rest of the season in just a moment, as it looks like our marching band is preparing under the direction of Molly Emerson to play our national anthem. That'll happen here again very shortly. But again, this is the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology. I'm Nate Clayberg. That's Jason Pilcher. Thank you to, I'm only assuming Luke Baldwin actually showed up when we left because he wasn't here.
He wasn't, yeah, exactly. He wasn't here when we went down, and he was gone when we got up here, so I don't know where in that, well, I look down to the left. I see him down there. I can see him down to the left to us.
Do you suppose he remembered?
That's a possibility. That's definitely up there that he could have forgot that he had responsibility.
Okay. Anthony, did Luke actually show up?
We have
no word.
No confirmation.
No confirmation yet. Okay. Oh, he did actually show up. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it was phenomenal and amazing and tremendous. Tremendous. I don't know what's the president saying.
It's
tremendous. Something like that. Anyway, they'll do the national anthem very shortly again. But looking at the upcoming schedule of how this plays out for Jesup, North Linn here tonight. Traveled at Hudson, so that's 2 years in a row, Jason, that Jesup will go over to Hudson, and they were number one last year when they beat them by 1 point.
Yeah, that was the Sauer said is like next year I think they're going to redo the schedules again because of all this from this year. So it just worked out this year that we go back over there, and so who knows what's going to happen next year with them. And I see actually that last year they were an A, and they got moved up to 1A because they're opening up tonight against Columbus.
Okay.
And Columbus went down to 1A from 2A last year.
Okay, so their enrollment's going up a little bit to take them up. Then they'll be continuing on the road at Central Springs. That's a new opponent. Then you got 2 home games, and I believe they're going to set September 18th to be homecoming versus Denver. And it's been a few years since I think we've seen Denver on the schedule.
I'm guessing like 2015, 2016 is probably since the last time we probably played them in football. And I remember it was here. It was raining, and they tried to start the game, and they just couldn't get it, and they had to play it on a Saturday afternoon.
That's right. It was an early game in the season, so it was a non-district game.
Yeah.
And then you continue looking through, bring in Osage. That's a different opponent. And then go to Columbus Catholic on the 2nd and Sumner Fred on the 9th of October. And then it's first round of everybody gets to be in the playoffs in 2020.
Yep. Everybody gets who knows how they're going to – they still really haven't come up with the actual game plan yet of how you host or where you go. But isn't it like 6 or 7 rounds?
Yeah, it's going to go deep. I'll be interested to see how many of those will take place outside, especially – you still get a chance to play 2 or 3 games. I think the way the schedule lands in the playoffs in October. So, of course, October, you never know what weather you're going to have.
And I guess the one thing, like in this area for us, we've got going for us since UNI is not playing football this fall, the Unidome is sitting empty. So that would probably be pretty beneficial to have, I want to say, a bubble. But it'd be something they could possibly look into putting teams up there to play.
And maybe an opportunity to send them to, play on a field like Upper Iowa or Wartburg or something like that.
Exactly, because they're not playing this fall either. So those places are pretty much going to be sitting empty. So maybe hopefully they get some use out of them.
So when you look on the North Linn side of things, as we have about 6 minutes and 49 seconds until this thing is ready to kick off, North Linn under the head coach Jared Cullum here at Jesup next week. 2 straight games at home, Clayton Ridge in Bellevue. On the 18th, go to Mac Valley. Home of the 25th with Edgeworth Colesburg at East Buchanan on the 2nd, and Alburnett coming in on October the 9th. I am getting a correction that homecoming is actually September 25th against Osage. So I appreciate our Jesup captain of caps, Allison Kitch,
that was good.
chiming in with that. So thanks, Kitch, for offering that up. But Yeah, you look at the history, Jason, and these two have met 3 times that I have listed, and Jesup still has not had a chance to pick up that victory.
No.
Most recently last year in October, on October 4th, a 20-13 loss down at their place.
Yeah, we had the lead going into right to the fourth quarter.
Right.
They scored a late touchdown, like a minute some left. We got down the ball down the midfield, and it kind of the clock ran out and time ran out. And time expired and we lost. But last year, Northland in our district last year, they were the 3rd team to make the district. So I think we were one of the few or only districts that put 3 teams into the state playoffs last year.
Right. September 28th, 18, Northland beat them 23-0. Back in 16, the Lynx took them 28-6. So momentarily, we're going to get a play of the national anthem as Molly Emerson, the band director, will have that out as they gave him a little bit of relief. Looks like they didn't make him put on the polyester band uniforms tonight in the heat.
Yeah, make them wear the full hat and uniform.
So as we look at conditions right now, and this always is a question as you get into what the weather's going to be for the first game, and we're looking right now 84 degrees, and we're going to have 10% chance of rain. You know, it was a nice little soak that came through and maybe slick things up a little bit, but humidity's at 57%, wind out of the northwest at 12 miles per hour. But 88 degrees is what it feels like in there, but I think it feels like 98 degrees.
A little bit
right
up here, yeah.
Here's the national anthem performed by the Jesup Band. All right, playing the national anthem by the Jesup High School Marching Band. Small in numbers, but again, big in heart as we continue to grow that program. And, you know, when we're looking at, if anybody got a chance to watch Jayhawks on the Move today, talking to Coach Sauer, and this was the same thing I heard from Coach Rod Elson this summer at softball. You never know when the season's going to end.
No, especially, you know, you hear the phrase new normal, and that's exactly what it is. They could pull the plug tomorrow, next week. You never know. It could be the game time decision. The kids be warming up, just like the NBA this year. And next thing you know, they said, "Oh, we're not playing right now." Well, that's the thing. And Sauer put it right on the money. Is like we said, we've got to play every game like it's going to be our last game.
Most definitely so. Head coach is Tim Sauer, assisted by Ron Sadler, the defensive coordinator. And new this year, Jordan Miller is taking over the offensive coordinating duties, and Coach Sauer will also take lead on special teams. But you know, looking out there, brand new helmets, white helmets.
Yeah.
Went away from the orange.
Yeah.
But we'll have to wait for a couple of weeks. We're waiting on the new jerseys to show up.
Yeah, they thought they were going to be here because they were planning pictures tomorrow, but that is not going to happen because the new jerseys haven't showed up. And according to email, I think it's going to be more in September.
Well, it can be just like, you know, a big-time team where you rotate uniforms throughout the year.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Kind of like Oregon or something like that.
Yeah, Oregon. Well, I don't think we have that Nike money from Oregon coming in. Yeah.
So we are set to go, and decent crowd from Northland showed up, and just kind of looking through the bleachers here in Jesup. Face masks strongly encouraged. The concession stands are open. You know, people it really comes down to that self-responsibility of where some things are at and how things are going to happen as we see the captains head on out. Jace Pilcher as well as Tanner Cole, 2 seniors, and it's, again, odd to say that, walking out there as captains.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think, they're going to offensive and defensive captains. I think they're going to stay with 2 for the year. I believe so. So I think last year they rotated. They voted every week. But I think this year they're just going to stay with 2 captains for the rest of the year.
Sophomore Landon Miller, it appears, out there. Actually, Nathan Reckemer, who is a senior, 6'2 senior. He's out there to represent North Lynn, and Curtis Schatz, and they will defend that south end zone. And Jesup will decline, so North Lynn will receive as they are set to take things off. And it's kind of odd if you notice that, Jason. You can see Tanner kind of thinking, okay, we usually shake hands right now.
Yeah, exactly.
But resisting that.
Yeah. You know, North Lynn, I know they got, graduated quite a few kids from last year. So this year, with everybody, no one knows quite what they have. But like in Sowerstead and Jayhawks on the move, they're very athletic. They're the Hilmer playing quarterback. He's a very athletic kid. He's already committed to Upper Iowa for baseball and basketball like his brother. And the other players on their team, seeing that they're state semifinalists in baseball this year, playoff team last year, state semifinals, or can't remember, but they were state tournament last year in basketball. I think the only game they lost last year was in the state tournament. So like Sauer said, they have a winning culture right there, and they expect to win every time they take the field in any sport. They girls softball, they were runner-ups, I think, or got beat in the semifinal. I can't remember, but same thing. Basketball girls, they were up undefeated, and boys had a really good athletic season too.
So we are set to go as the clock is at 12 minutes, and you'll see that right there at the bottom of your screens. North Lynn and Jesup, everybody is even right now with no wins, no losses, and kickoff is moments away, and some new personnel there on special teams, and they'll spread them out. And I think
that's one thing last week at the scrimmage, they didn't do any special teams. It was just offense and defense. So they probably, this is kind of a little bit of a different situation because they haven't really gone live.
Nathan Novak on the kick. He's going to go straight on. It's going to hit at about the 20-yard line. Scooped up for the return for North Lynn, and that's going to be Cale Bridgewater. And he'll get knocked out of bounds just inside the 40.
Last week at Union, the defense looked really good. They pursued the ball well. They pretty much held Union to, of course, the scrimmage, so who knows what they were doing as far as their offense. But they held their own pretty good and didn't give up too many yards against them.
So North Lynn setting up first down and 10. They're going to go shotgun on that approach.
Yeah, single wing on the left side. Going
to keep it and bring it around the near side. Then that's going to be Austin Himmler, the junior quarterback, 5'10", 150. He's going to get 5 yards on that play.
Yeah, it looked like for us, looked like that Bryce Glider was back there, just kind of missed him. He pursued the gap and just kind of gave up, and Hilmer made a little nice move to get the 4 or 5 yard gain.
Defensive coordinator Ron Sadler sending out that call. As you send backs to the sides, no one's deep, and he's going to roll back. He's going to bring those D-backs back a little bit. He's going to roll to that right side, Austin Hilmer. No catch. Nice coverage by Jesup and Brady Dahl.
Brady Dahl right there on the coverage, and Jarrett came over. Brings up a 3rd and 6.
Ball is spotted at the 39, and a little disadvantage here for the next hour probably as Jesup's trying to look towards her sideline, and the sun
right in their eyes
going down behind us, behind the press box. You see that shadow right there. Just something exciting about high school football back in action.
It is. Friday Night Lights.
11-16. There was a little jump on defense, no flag.
Good
and
pursuit.
Again, Helmer's going to hang on to it, and there.
Right at the line, just about a 1 yard gain. So brings up 4th down.
How about that focus? How about that drive when you look at Carson Lee now coming right in?
He's a kid that really stepped up this past year. He's made, like, watching him in basketball, a lot of these boys, I don't want to say took the summers off. A lot of them worked all summer. They lifted. They got together, kind of did their own little workouts. Looks like they're going to go into punt formation.
So Hilmer also with the punting duties.
That's where you got to just be a little bit careful because they're kind of right on that in between of trying to go for it, right on the 40, right in the mid.
And there's Brady Dahl back to return, sitting at the Jesup 25-yard line. Hilmer gets it, takes that right foot kick. It's going to bounce at about the 40. Comes back to the south.
Get away from the ball.
And North Linn will jump on it. There is a flag on the field.
There's a flag. I'm not sure. Hopefully it's not a clip on us, but it seems like that's usually, yeah, he's pulling it for a hold, which there's no reason for that. I know Sauer's going to look at the film and find out who it is when he has the number here because there's no reason to touch anybody on that punt right there.
Officials will discuss. Pick up that flag, and the spot was at the 30, well, the 43 thereabouts. Bringing a new football.
And notice watching volleyball that in between the ball getting rotated, they have girls on the side that are sanitizing, wiping down with wipes.
So we're going to backtrack that to the 31, 32-yard line. So that is where North Linn will begin. Actually, we're begin their first chance on defense to try and hold Jesup in their own territory. Pilcher at quarterback, and that's shotgun.
Tanner's going in
Put
motion.
him in motion, hand it off. Here comes
Tanner
Coyle. Ducks in, keeps diving, keeps pushing. He'll get to the 34.
Little nice gain there, brings up second and about 2 yards. Thought he got just a little bit on a sideways on that. He just couldn't quite get up, get his body in line with the line of scrimmage. This year, if you're watching at home, you notice that they've gone to wristbands instead of taking the signs, so they've gone to wristbands this year, calling out the numbers.
Speed up the game a little
bit.
bit.
Speed up the game a little bit.
Cole in motion. Pilcher's going to flick it off that left side, and here comes Delagardelle. Stiff arm, comes around, gets past the line of scrimmage, past the first down marker, taken to the 49, if not the 50.
Nice little option play. The guy committed it on Jace, and Jace made the pitch to Jared, and he turned the corner and got the first down.
Nice momentum, Jason, coming into their first series.
Yeah. That core group of boys that's played together since a lot of them since flag football days.
Well, you probably were in the sideline for many of those, weren't you?
Yeah, sideline, then YSF, and then to junior high, and then up to here. They got it. Looks like Northland's got somebody down over there, so that's why the officials called the timeout.
So our athletic trainer will head out there and see what she can help with. Looks like it is Cale Bridgewater, who had taken that kickoff return at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Almost, is he favoring his side
Looks
or
like
his hand on the
side.
left?
Usually you're going to see, even though it's cooled down quite a bit, you're always going to see the first game or two, you're going to see a lot of cramps. You know, usually you're going to see kids, they're going to cramp up on the sidelines, up on the field. So normally that's what you see quite a bit.
So a little bit difference. I was just trying to see exactly some of the changes that have gone into place as we're in a timeout situation. Again, scoreless as you see, and Jesup does have that ball. You can look down the sidelines here, and where it would usually stop at the 25.
Yeah, they go all the way to the 10 now.
Yeah.
And I think they're kind of relaxing as far as, I think they're going to give probably a little bit of leadway. They don't want the coaches inside the close to the end zone, but I think they're going to, I would guess the 2020 there, I think they give everybody a little bit more of a grace period.
A little more leniency on it.
A little bit more leniency right now. Motion, illegal motion. Tanner went, Tanner, when he made to go on in motion, he went just a little bit forward. So back us up 5 yards.
So second flag this series for Jesup. Got one on the kickoff return.
Yeah. Yeah, when he did that little stutter step, he kind of just made a motion to the line of scrimmage. He's got to go straight down the line. He can't make that motion to the line itself. So the ball is snapped.
First down, and there's the
5
jump.
yards back.
There's the jump. North Lynn, near side, take Cullum. I think it must be the coach's
count.
kid maybe out there,
Yeah.
junior tight end, 6 foot, 205. There's some size on that team.
There are. I was watching them because today I was looking and I was like, didn't know who quite they have, but yeah, they're actually a little bit beefy up front. I mean, we've got some size too this year. Like Coach Sauer said, our boys both play offensive line are all a good junior group.
So first down and 10, now ball smack dab on the 50. Bring Tanner in motion. He's going to jump back a little bit. And there's some discipline right there that Coach Sauer, I'm sure, is frustrated with.
Yeah.
You can see him looking down there.
Yeah. He went backwards again, and then when he went backwards, then he came up and he went forward again. That's something tomorrow morning or whenever they look at film, they're going to huddle, they'll see that, and then something to get corrected for going forward. Those little things.
Nick Sadler under center. We're going to shotgun that. Number 67 holding that ball to 45. Cole again in motion. North Lynn trying to jump Jesup off that line of scrimmage. 8:34 to roll. Pilcher comes near side. He finds the hands of a receiver in Brady Dahl in motion. And he's going to take 3 Lynx to get him down. First down past the 40-yard line for Jesup.
It's pretty fitting that Brady catches the first pass of the night. Pretty much 2 to 3 times a week this summer, those two got together. A lot of them got together, but Brady was really there quite a bit. Every 2 to 3 times a week, they'd sometimes go over to Independence. Sometimes they'd come up here when they could, when everything got back to kind of normal. But they really worked well this summer together.
Actually, not even a first down. They're not going to give him that. It's
no,
going to be a yard and a half short or so. Pilcher going to go far side. Going to go deep.
That's a hold.
And is there a hold there?
Yeah,
Do we see a
flag? He grabbed Brody.
Far side.
Yeah, he had Brody on 101. I think he does. Well, he made the right play, even though the coach is going to yell at him right there. He got burned and he gave up the inside step. Brody catches that. He walks in the end zone. So that was one of those plays. Like he did a bad thing, but he also kept us from scoring. Yeah.
So Jayhawks will move the ball, move the chains. 7:43 to go first quarter. We are still scoreless. North Lynn went 4 out, had to punt. Jesup with a penalty on the return, moved him back to the 35, and now we've completely gone to the other end to the North Lynn 25. As the chains are set. And North Lynn 4 up front. Got those 4 linebackers.
He did it again.
Talk through that again, Jason, what you're seeing, why they keep jumping.
When Tanner's coming across, he's doing a little stutter step, and he's making just a little bit of a motion to the line of scrimmage. You can't make that motion. You got to go away or back or straight across, but you can't make a motion to the line of scrimmage because that's anticipating or reacting to like you're going to snap the ball, and it's giving an unfair advantage to the offense.
So that moves that ball in the line of scrimmage behind that 10-yard marker. First down at 15. North Lynn protecting that south end zone, and that flag battering out a little bit with that wind coming out of the south, actually at the northwest.
Now we got a delay.
And that play clock ran out.
I think, yeah, not quite sure. I think, yeah, it was a delay. Back us up another 5 years. Yeah. Right there, again, I'm not trying to, but Tanner went across, but he went a little bit slower, I'm sure, because right now he's a little bit hesitant, and so he didn't get across. Normally it did to come set before Jace could hike the ball.
So we do have a timeout. I finally did come across the rules. So when you're looking at some of the social distancing that they were trying to put in and spacing out between stretching and drills and trying to avoid some huddles, and they did separate that sideline available for players again to stand between the 10-yard lines and an extra 30 yards again from that 25-yard limit.
Yeah.
No spitting or using water to rinse your mouth and spit it out, or touching your mouth guard, that type of thing. But again, they're going to do it. This is why we're stopping so much. Games are going to have this mandatory 4-minute timeout, sanitize equipment, game balls, give them some water breaks. Plus there's some guidance on masks and usage and things like that. Because, again, unprecedented times come into unprecedented issues and responses. And let's see if Jesup, with this little break, can
correct it a little bit. We just kind of some mental mistakes there. Get them corrected. We'll be fine. We're still, we got 1st and 20. Yeah, on the 36. So, I mean, we're only 16 yards away from the red zone. So we're okay. We just got to, you can't pick it all up at once. Get a couple yards here and there. I think, Cam Seos was supposed to be our kicker, and I think he's kind of hurt right now. So I don't know who's going to be tying field goals or extra points for the varsity right now.
I saw Novak had kicked it off, but we also saw the great Rylan Brawl was out there doing some attempts.
And Brody Kresser used to kick quite a bit. Little screen, little bubble screen.
Look at that speed.
He's got Brady Dahl's got the corner.
Moving forward. Brady Dahl.
He's in.
There's the ops.
Yes.
There's
touchdown.
The
Brady Dahl turned the corner. Little bubble screen. There's a flag on the. Oh, it's coming back.
You see the same issue that we had?
I don't know. He called a hold.
20-yard run getting called back after exciting this crowd.
I don't know, because it looked like away from the ball, but I don't know. Away from the play. It's because that's a spot foul.
And you just see the frustration.
Yeah, I saw Sauer's face.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Brady did a nice job turning the corner and got the ball inside the pylon on a little bubble screen right there coming across.
This is the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology, North Linn and Jesup. Watching on Facebook Live, and also a chance to. Ball is loose, fumble. And looks like North Linn picked it up on the turnover.
I don't know. It's on the bottom of the
Referee
pile.
waiting for the arm to go to the north,
they
and
got it.
North Linn is happy, and there it goes. Frustrating.
Yeah.
So you can see the Jayhawks coming to the sideline. You get some frustration as they come over, grabbing water. And
thought we had a score, and we're turned the ball right almost where they got the ball to begin the game.
They take that responsibility in there of what took place, and as an offense, and you see Brody Clark Herbert down there.
Yeah.
He needs to regroup mentally and get back out there when they get the chance. And here comes North Linn as they have their second series heading to the north. 7-11 first quarter. And there's the handoff. And
there we
it's
go.
Going to be loose again.
Fumble. We picked it up right there on the turn.
Jesup. How about that?
Yeah, nice play. I think Parker McCone got the ball out. He went to spin away from the contact, and I think Parker was able to knock it out. Don't hold me for that, but it kind of looked that way from here. All right, now we're back. Now let's get mentally focused, and let's score one here in the first quarter.
Yeah, coming around that right side was where it got loose.
Yeah.
All right, so the offense gets one play to regroup. And here comes Cole. Shotgun to Pilcher.
There, Jared, come on, turn up.
And Dylan Gardell finds the 10-yard mark at the 30, gets shoe-strapped a little bit, and he's down for the first down, but he got 2 yards after that.
Nice little draw play. They came up on the play-action pass, and Jason handed her off right to Jared, and he got about a 13, 14-yard gain on that.
Talk about a long 5 minutes.
Yeah, that was a long 5 minutes. They had that timeout for their injury. And then we had a few penalties to back us up.
I took a break at 8. You know, things
Ball,
you got to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Ball's in the 28, 1st and 10. Cole again in motion. And a little pitch out to Delargadell on the far
He's
side.
going to get about 4 on there.
Looked a little horse collar, but
It
they're not going to
did.
say
I
that.
don't think so. I think they he didn't pull on it to yank him down, so I think they kind of let that go.
Sun has shifted. As you see, more pushing beyond where the press box is, so when you're within that 30, it's a little easier to see the sideline.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're squinting over here to see, offensive-wise, what the play is coming in with offensive coordinator Jordan Miller.
Pitch out to Brady Dahl. He's going to turn it up and get about the line a little bit more.
Yeah, passed it just a little bit, forced out of bounds. Clock stops at 6:23.
I'm thinking, this is just me thinking right now, is that they've gone everything left with the run plays. Maybe it's going to be a play action, fake the run left, and then maybe a boot out to the right or try to do something on the right side and try to plumb. The short side of the field's the left side, but we'll see what happens here.
Set spots more towards that left. There's the hike. You're right. Pilcher's coming this way. Sees an opening. He's going to tuck it and go. Gets past the 20.
It's going to be about first down. Should be a first, move the chains. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be short. No?
Are they going to come out and measure it? Maybe that ball's about the 20,
it's gonna
actually
be
about the 17-yard line.
Right on there.
Very, very close. Yeah, official measurement. Bring him on out.
I'm going to say it was right there at the line.
This is the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology, and they'll separate the teams as the coaches get a chance to yell some feedback to their team, bring in some water.
I would guess that sometimes the coaches will tell you to keep your lids on just in case, but I think we're now with the heat and everything going on. I think it's going to be a first down. First down,
yeah.
First down by a point. Move the chains.
They got it by 3/4 of the football, it looks like.
Yeah.
So a momentum rush that happened on the last possession, if you will, with Jesup scoring, gets called back and then fumbled. One play set out for the offense. North Linn fumbles, and now look, Jayhawk offense sitting at that 17-yard line, 1st and 10. Dropping back again.
He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown.
Finds him. How about
touchdown,
that?
Tanner Cole.
17-yard pass to Tanner Cole.
Right back shoulder. He had they used Brody Cresser as the decoy. Brody flashed. He could probably be throwing the right to Brody. Brody turned in there on the comeback route. They kind of bid on it a little bit and left Tanner going in for the back shoulder pass.
You know, you've seen it because it's been a part of your life. And you talked about the connection these senior boys have, and even some of the juniors. But
yeah,
there's a connection.
There is.
Jason, Brady, and Tanner, and Jared all kind of have when they're out there playing.
It's senior night. Saw them kick and no good.
No good. Extra point is no good off the foot of Ryland Baugh.
They're a really good, solid group of boys, regardless of what happens football season or their future plans. Those boys out there they're going forward. Great group of kids. They've done really well for themselves, and I think the future looks bright for all of them, including your daughter out there cheerleading. She's part of that group too, that senior group. She's right with those guys all the time, so it's a really good core group of kids.
Yeah, they're in that ROT.
I saw that
ELP class that you never know what they are.
No.
Or what they're going to be up to.
Exactly,
so.
And pretty much, I think they all agree that they're pretty much they're their favorite teacher. But I'm not going to say that because I don't want to say anything signal out all the other teachers. But I know they really think highly of her.
Rot might not say the same thing that she really enjoys them. I think I did hear that she was kind of looked at her schedule and was like, oh, they're seniors now.
There's
Kind of eye-opening.
Yeah, exactly. Because when she started teaching, they were just little guys, and then now not teaching up there when she made the transition over here. You know, they were in junior high, I believe.
Something like that.
Something like that, or late middle school, but yeah.
All right, back to return is Cade Hackenberry. He's deep. That far side, Tate Cullum. And we will have Nathan Novak, Jr., 5'10", 255. He's one of our big guys out there. As they group together in that kickoff formation, spread it out, 5:46 to go, 28 on that play clock. And you see Brady Dahl, number 6 here on the end.
Yeah,
on
he's
the
the
far side, Parker McComb.
Yeah, you got the speedsters on the far ends. That's going to take a little bit of a bounce. Don't let him outside the hole. He's got to give him a gap.
Hockenberry finds that hole, and he's going to pick up about 10, 15 yards.
That was a pretty good
35.
return on him. We did a good job keeping him in front. Kickoff, everybody wants to go down there and make that big hit, but you've got to keep the guys in front of you. You know, you're on the sidelines, you're going to hear, you stay in your lane. You know, and that's exactly what you want. You teach the kids to do, stay in your lane.
Thanks, everybody, joining us tonight on the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology. Whether you're watching on YouTube, on the Jayhawk Sports Network channel, on Facebook Live, and I always question if we're on 400 or not.
Oh.
And this is when Anthony will say, yes, no, we're working
Timeout
on it.
North Lynn.
It's one of those, usually.
Speaking of YouTube TV, Coach Baldwin was supposed to, now he was asking about if you'd be able to watch it on YouTube. So I told him to get with his son, Luke, and hopefully they got together so he's at home watching it because he had make the change from not having cable over to YouTube TV. So,
yeah, I think Rhoda could probably figure that out.
Yeah.
Jesup's Sports Network's #1 fan, Rhoda Baldwin.
That's true.
And then #2 fan is Candy Sauer, Coach Sauer's mom, but she's
in the
sitting
house.
down front here. They brought Stratton with them tonight.
I see. Right now I just looked right down there and I could see the curls and seeing him from Sauer Snaps. I was like, I know right away who that kid is.
Yeah. Quarantine child care. Tim Sauer.
Who was watching who?
Well, that's a question too.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing with everybody, kids going back to school, pets, like our dog, they've had people at home for the last 6 months.
You're right.
And next thing you know, they're like, where's everybody going? Everybody's here. Now everybody's gone.
There's some meme about the dogs going, okay,
Yeah.
I know what my family does now because every time they leave, they're wearing masks. I think they're burglars.
That's pretty good, yeah.
5:33 to go. Jayhawks up 6-0 on North Lynn. And talk about a confidence builder.
That was good. I mean, after a couple penalties, a fumble, and they're going to do a little bit of a draw. Right there, at the line of scrimmage. Good play.
They're doing a lot of Wildcat stuff or just straight at the quarterback and just trying to see what he can do.
He's like I've said in the pregame, he's really athletic. Really good baseball player, really good basketball player, and a tremendous athlete. So they're going to probably try to keep the ball in his hands most of the time, be their playmaker.
Second out of 9, balls on the 36. That sun is setting. The lights, they are on. Low snap, and there is Hilmer. He's going downfield and tried to dive for it. Tate Cullum couldn't get it in his hands.
No.
Below the reach.
Below the reach. Kind of got in. He got in the spot right there between the linebackers and got in a little spot. Lucky he didn't catch that. The ball was a little bit low.
Go to the huddle. Clock stands still. Play clock is moving at 35.
Trying to get used to some of these numbers. Some of the boys have changed numbers from the last couple of years, so trying to sit out there. You can tell by their stance who they are. Like, finally, Brody got number 33 this year for football. He's been number 2 the last how many years?
Well, that'll mix us up.
Yeah.
Hilmer
He's
going to go deep again, trying to
that's
see
a
what he can
push-off.
do. A little stiff arm,
No
Tate
catch.
Hagenberry. And
good
give
coverage
credit
by
to
Brady Dahl.
Dahl.
He stayed with them hip to hip, and then kid got away with a little bit trying to get a separation, but Brady forced him out of bounds. Good play.
So you got a 4th out of 9. Looking to punt. You can only assume as Dahl will go back and spot up at about the 34, 35-yard line.
Last punt wasn't a very good punt for him. It ended up being a 15-yard punt, but we had that penalty, so it ended up being a net like 30.
you got to kind of watch here when you got that quarterback that's also the punter.
Exactly.
And you've got one split here to the sideline.
Yeah.
He's going to take it off his foot. Kind of held back on that a little bit.
He did. He kind of just waited. The pass rush quite didn't get back there. They kind of waited for the block. Just wondering if he's kind of looking to see where they go and then try to do a fake and try to run.
Cade Hoggenberry will touch that at the 29-yard line.
This must be the 4 minute. I mean, right now the referee calls for timeout. This might be the time where they sanitize. Are they doing every quarter? Is that what?
Yeah, every 4 minutes is what it was saying.
Yeah.
Timeout every 4 minutes. So
Yeah.
if that's between plays or if it's based on like in basketball in college where you hit the 4-minute mark and you're doing it, I don't know.
So far, I mean, we're just through the we got almost 5 minutes or a little less than 5 minutes left in the first quarter, and so far either side is cramped up, so that's pretty good. And it's really good to see that we've got really good numbers for both. That way some of the younger kids don't have to come up so much to play varsity. They can get some varsity time, but they're not really needed, and they get to play hopefully a full JV schedule.
Sports did get underway officially this week in Jesup, as last Tuesday, triangularly, if you will, Jesup taking New Hampton and also Dasher Plainfield in 3 games.
Yeah, they look really good. I heard that New Hampton was a state playoff or a qualifier last year for volleyball.
And then throughout the coming fall, we'll get Luke Baldwin. We'll dust him off and see if he actually shows up to do some volleyball games.
Yeah, that might
in the gym this fall.
Yeah, get him warmed up for basketball.
So have to coordinate that schedule. I know there's some that I can't make.
Yeah,
but I guess you and Luke could do it.
Yeah, we could do it. Yeah, the girls look really good. They look really in sync, and they look like they're having a lot of fun. Tomorrow I think they go to Cascade. They'll be at Cascade all day tomorrow, and I think the cross country opens up tomorrow.
Yeah, they'll go to Cascade. They got Beckman on the list, it looks like, along with Monticello and East Buchanan to play tomorrow.
Yeah.
1st and 10, Jesup. There's Jarrett.
Little
snap, and Pilcher's going to take it on his own, and he's going to get a first down, taken down 5 yards after that to the 45.
Almost a face mask guy came across his face. Lucky I don't kind of grabbed it. Jace got that low snap, kept his knee off the ground, and pick up 15 yards.
Move the chains. Play comes in from the sideline as you got Coach Ben Stevens down there charting the call out, the hand signs, as he gets the play from offensive coordinator Jordan Miller, who was a volunteer coach last year. I think he played ball at UNI with Sauer.
Yeah, I believe boys really respond well to all the coaches in the staff and stuff, but they really enjoy those guys.
A little dupe as Pilcher escapes a tackle, and he'll go on his feet out of bounds.
8 yards?
Yeah,
nice
7, 8 yards in
yards.
there. But does get into Lynx territory.
Yeah, I've said it last year, and I've said in the last couple of years that Coach Stevens has really helped Jace out. Ben's a former quarterback himself, played at Co. In fact, I think it was Wednesday night, he texted Jace and said he had nothing going on, and they went out and just watched film for about an hour and a half just out of Ben's house, which is really beneficial.
And he can still heave that pretty good too, can't he?
Yeah, I've seen it in the warm-up, and he's still pretty athletic.
He's got some speed on it.
Yeah.
Nice driving pass to
first down to Brody
Pilcher.
Presser.
And again, that's going to mess me up. Brody's new
33.
number. I'm like 33.
When I came up here and I was looking at the numbers and I seen him warm up and I was looking at the kids' stances and I was like, well, 33 looks like Brody. Because last week at the scrimmage, they all changed numbers and they all do things differently. So I didn't know who he was last week, or can't remember what number he used or what he's going to be this year for football. But glad to have that 33 on the field.
So we got another 1st and 10 at ball 44-yard line. Clock moving on the snap. Flick it back to Cole.
Turn the corner, Tanner.
He finds the hole and keeps on his feet and pushing about the 40-yard line.
Get about a 3 or 4 yard gain.
You know, give some credit to Camden Oshner out there, helping to contain that defense coming in.
Yeah. He's another one. Him and I was going to say Tyler Leanow, but Carson Leanow. They've really done Merrick Sly, Bryce Glider, and Coach Sauer mentioned his name. He's a kid this year in baseball. has really made a lot of really good improvements.
Yeah, you got Merrick Sly on that right side. There's a flag from behind the Jesup quarterback.
Yeah, they're going to call for a hold.
So I think that is number 5 on penalties here in the first quarter. Slow-moving first quarter, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we're definitely leading the time of possession, but we're also leading, unfortunately, in penalties. I think we tried to do a little bit of a screen there. Wasn't quite open, so Jace threw the ball away. And then got called for the hold. So that's going to bring up second and.
Yeah, that's a big. That's a big setback.
Yeah,
there.
that's a big setback. It's going to bring about second and 18, almost second and 20.
Yeah, you got a 15.
15-yard
penalty going in there, and.
It's like a spot foul. So, second and 22.
But what we've seen so far is Jesup being resilient when they've seen penalties or even the turnover, and they've responded by scoring last time down. There's a snap. Pilcher scanning the field. He's going to find Jared Delagardelle, and he's going to maybe he's going to get 2 or 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. But he's going to get held up and found his way through.
Tried that screen again. Northland did a good job staying home. They had some pursuit. Got to the sideline. So it's going to bring up about third, and it was about a 2-yard, 3-yard gain.
Under 3 minutes to play. Step them up, third down and 16. Generous spot at the 50. Let's maybe say 49 and a half.
I didn't quite look that from here, but we'll take that. We'll take every yard we can.
Pilcher looking left. Jared turns.
In the flat.
And can he kick in the afterburners?
And he's going to go down. He's going to bring up fourth down.
And I think we're going to see our first punt tonight. And who's going to get privilege?
I don't know if Ryland, I don't know who's going to come in, and Tanner Cole is going to be punting.
So Tanner will jump from his offensive position. Run that ball, and now he's going to try and punt that as he sets up at the 40 when that ball spotted at the 48-49 of North Linn.
Yeah, they got Hilmer back to receive the punt.
Drop it. Nice high kick. Get your speedsters down there. It's going to roll to the south.
A good bounce.
Brody will watch it come in, and he'll tap it at the 21.
We'll take that. That was a good bounce. Took a nice roll for us. Put it right about the 20, right on the 20-yard line. See if the defense can hold him here again. It'd be nice to get a nice 3 and out here. Force them to punt and get a little bit better field position for us going into the second quarter if we can hold them here. See if we can get some up front, get some pressure back there. And go around the corner.
And they're going to take to the ground and continue moving on. And that's, Cade Hockenberry.
And went off right off the right side.
Offensively, we have seen limited plays from other people other than Austin Hilmer.
Yeah. Right there was, one of the first, that they've given the ball to somebody else. Brings up a second and about a 1. Ooh. Look like a fall. There we go. Nice pursuit, line of scrimmage. Tanner Cole fills the hole for a 2-yard loss.
He runs it, he punts it, and he sacks it.
Nice play, Tanner Cole. Filled the hole and nice tackle. Tackled him at the leg so he couldn't get out of there.
Line him up.
Another
under 30 seconds.
Yeah, 3rd and 1. They're going to try the sneak. Ball! Ball came out.
Jesup Jayhawks saying it's theirs.
Down on the bottom, we'll see who's got it. Who comes up with this is where the quarterback didn't come up with
turnover.
No. Still no. So
no determination yet.
We had the ball. We come up. Our kid had the ball. It should be our ball. I don't understand what the. Our kid had the ball on the ground.
He's saying, "Get out! Jayhawks, get away from here. Let us discuss this."
Yeah, I don't. The quarterback had the ball in the sneak. Yes, first. Yeah, I don't know what they had to do to. I'm not trying to criticize them, but Hilmer had the ball, lost it, and he came up with no ball, and we had the ball on the ground.
So, second turnover that North Lynn has, Jesup recovers it.
Puts it with 22 seconds left in the quarter. Time for one play. We're right on the 30. 32 probably. Yeah, 32.
The play clock's ticking down at 17 seconds right now before we switch sides.
We got about 10 seconds. We got to get the line and get the play.
Everybody checks their left wrist, see what the play is. And are we going downtown?
Sauer calls timeout.
Catches it right before that clock hits 0 on the play clock.
I think that's one of those times. Well, it's the first half. That's one of the things you've got. I don't think you want to kind of burn one there if you don't have to. We seem to be a little lackadaisical there, getting up to the line.
Next week, Jayhawks travel to Hudson for a road game, and then on to Central Springs on September the 11th.
Yeah, that's way up north.
And North Springs. And then home for 2, Denver on the 18th. Osage's homecoming on September 25th. At Columbus on the 2nd. And then Sumner Fred on the road on the 9th. So Jesup only getting 3 home games this year. And guess you have to hope to get a playoff game, too.
Yeah. I think, I saw something on Twitter where
a home playoff game.
Osage, I think they were a playoff team last year, but they might have been 5-5. But this course's Twitter said that they were predicted to win our district, but we'll see.
See who continues playing.
That's the who can survive. Survive in advance.
And literally.
Sometimes. He's got Brody again on the left-hand side, one-on-one right there on the left side.
Play clock's at 15. Put Jared in motion. He's going to get it flicked off to him. Almost goes down, stays on his feet, gets 2 or 3 yards, even 4 or 5 past the line of scrimmage. Just did not give up.
Did not give up. Never got his knee down and got about a 5-yard gain off that, which should have gone back for a 10-yard loss.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter. And Jesup with a lead going into the second quarter over North Lynn. And again, talking last year, we were in this situation with North Lynn.
Yeah.
Had the lead going into halftime. And things changed second half.
Yeah, second half, I don't believe we scored, if I remember correctly. We could have, but defensively, we played a really good game. Offensively, in the second half last year at North Lynn, we kind of came up short in the second half. They got that late score, like a minute some left. I think we got the ball to the midfield, about the 50, and just kind of ran out of time.
And again, a reminder, welcome you again on the Jayhawk Sports Network, as you can watch this on YouTube on the Jayhawk Sports Network channel, or here on Facebook Live if this is where you're at. I'd like to get you to chime in. Where are we watching tonight?
Exactly.
North Lynn fans or Jesup fans or just high school football fans?
Yeah.
Go ahead and put it in the chat either in Facebook or on YouTube. Always good to hear who's out there and joining us.
I didn't see the quite number, but maybe it was like 13, 14. I don't know how many how many states are playing high school football this fall. Because if you follow sports or high school sports, a lot of kids moved into the states down to the Des Moines area. Other places, big places that are not going to play football this year probably. They're looking at going D1 or moving on to college somewhere. But unfortunately, we didn't pick up any of those kids coming up here. No.
They didn't know we have reliable internet.
Exactly. From Harlan Technologies. Yeah.
And things under control in our school systems.
Exactly. And that school board.
Yeah, school board's just top notch. Yeah.
Oh, kind of threw behind Brady. Brady had to make the catch behind him. Quite didn't get him. Yeah.
And I think that's maybe the first play we've seen that they've taken negative yardage on a play.
Yeah. Yeah, a little thrown behind him. Couldn't quite get the ball on the shoulder to get it upfield. We are in 4-down territory right now.
You have 3rd down and 8. And Kresser, you see him here to the near side.
Yeah. He's got.
And Brody Clark Hurlbert on the right. And there is Tanner Cole in motion. Pilcher's going to have to duke right side. He's going to go long. Cole's going to wait for it. Hands up in the air.
Touchdown. Oh.
And incomplete, out of bounds, it looks like. Or knocked out of bounds as he went up to get it.
That was close. Both referees were right there, though. Both of them came up with no catch symbol, so.
Tanner needed about another 6 inches in his vertical leap to get that one in.
Made a good play at it. Brings up 4th down.
In motion.
Oh, he's got Tanner again. But just got him.
And how about that?
Touchdown.
Oh, no,
He crossed the line.
Stripped it out.
He crossed the line.
Let's give him the official call.
I say he crossed the line with possession of the ball.
They'll have it.
Yeah.
So a
it's coming back.
30-yard pass play looked to be complete to Tanner Cole. Crosses the line, does end up getting it stripped, but officials saying yes, but then the white hat says, hold on a minute. We've got another holding on Jesup again. Frustrating.
Yeah. Now we back it up. Now we have to punt. I wonder who, well, I don't know who they've gone to the sideline yet to ask who the hold was on and see where they're at.
11 minutes.
Line drive punt.
Punt's going to hit at the 20-yard line, bounce straight up. Kresser will watch that, and then they'll touch it. And North Linn will get their chance to try and see if they can get on the scoreboard here in the last 11 minutes of the first half. Looking ahead to the week, coming up as far as sports, volleyball playing tomorrow.
Cross country opens up tomorrow, right?
Yeah, cross country. I had that schedule up, and
I forget where
they go.
They're opening up tomorrow, and the girls are ranked. They're in the top 5. The boys are a team to watch, so they're close to getting ranked, and the girls are in the top 5. I thought, if I remember.
High school cross country in Makokota tomorrow.
You got about us down.
So we're going to see the carry on the field for North Linn and Brady Klindworth.
So far, North Linn they've had a couple turnovers, but they haven't had any penalties. So maybe it's time for a hold on them. Little snap.
Picks it up, going to keep running around the left side. Austin Hilmer hangs on to it out of bounds at about a
4-yard.
Yeah, spot about the 35.
Yeah.
It looks like maybe where they're going to put it.
Yeah.
No, and bring it back a little bit.
Yeah.
31, 32. JV football on Monday.
Yeah, Monday night. They play North Linn here.
Yep.
Like I said earlier, it's nice that those JV boys can be on the sideline tonight, and they actually get their own game on Monday, hopefully.
Yeah, cross country up at Old-Line on Tuesday.
Draw. Good pursuit. Oh, you got to wrap up.
Leans in, gets some extra yards.
Yeah, we had him stop the line. Just got to get those legs wrapped. Brings up 3rd and about 3 or 2. Can hold him here, see what they come up with, because I think this would be punting for them. Watch the ball here. Make sure we don't jump off sides on a hard count.
10-minute mark. Third down and about 3. They're going to take it to the ground and
good pursuit.
Talk about
fourth down.
Talk about a force.
Yeah.
At that first down mark.
Yeah.
We're not going to see Brady Clenworth get through.
No. See what they do here. See they're bringing new kids. I think about their punt formation in, but they are on 4th, and so I don't know, try a sneak or. He's back and punt, but of course, like you said earlier, anytime you have the quarterback back to punt, you got to be careful of decoy or snapping to the up.
And he's going to take a
Nice
deep
punt.
one. That's his best punt of the night.
Yeah.
Hilmer going to bounce it at the 30-yard line, bring it back to the 31-32, and Wyatt McMahon will touch that.
We've moved the ball well. We've just have shot ourselves in the foot on some costly penalties on scoring drives. So we can get those corrected and see if we can get the ball down the field and see what we can do.
9-minute mark, and here comes Jesup. Rhoda Baldwin saying it's a great day to be a Jayhawk.
Yeah.
Christy Van Brocklin joining us from Granger, checking in on her
Jace going up the
Jayhawks.
middle.
And there's a stiff arm from Jace. Gets by the 40 to 45 on a
First down.
bounds. He's put on some speed and some weight this year, hasn't he?
He has. Well, according to his sister, he eats all the time. So he's about a good 20, 25 pounds heavier than he was last year. Like I said, right when quarantine hit, he was lifting weights pretty good, and he the food bill I can show you, but yeah, it's well worth it.
Is it all good stuff, or is it just Oreo cookies and Chips Ahoy
it's
and stuff
pretty
like
much good
that?
stuff.
Still trying to work that
Gonna
play,
turn the
trying to find somebody. Gets past the line of scrimmage, and he's on his high horse. Out
gonna
of
pick
bounds
up
about the
about 20.
32. You know, we're giving a lot of credit to those guys run the ball, but
Yeah.
you know, you look at those ends on the line,
Yeah,
they're coming over
they're holding-
and
they're-
catching them.
Yeah,
Osler
they are.
and-
Yeah, they're doing an awesome job right there, sealing that in and letting it around the corner. It's kind of in a tough situation for those guys because they've got to stay in pass block mode so they're not quite sure until they can actually do some pancake blocks.
First down and 10, 35-yard line of the North Linn Lynx. Bring Cole in motion, bobbles it, catches it off the ground, turns at the 40.
Come on,
He's
Brady.
in pursuit, and they're going to see some pressure from North Linn and Tate Howberry.
Just kind of a little bobble. He still picked up about 2 yards. Just kind of bobbled that snap. As far as probably speed on the team, I'd probably put Brady as probably our fastest kid. Him and Tanner are pretty fast kids, but I'm not quite sure who would win in a race. Parker McCullen's pretty fast too, though.
Well, you put Jared out there too.
Jared's fast too. Yeah, exactly.
He can bring it.
He can bring it too.
There's Pilcher, finds an opening. Nice clearing for
That's a little draw play. First down. Well, Jared also wins the first day of school outfit because he had the nice outfit that he wore for the back to school.
Bryce Glider is the one that can be responsible for that hole that opened up.
Yeah, Bryce, like I said earlier, Bryce is going into senior years really blossomed. He was already a great kid, but he's really doing some great things right now.
8:39 before halftime. Jayhawks in North Linn. Pass out to the right side. Delegardell catches it on his fingertips. He's still on his
shifty.
feet, and he's just dashing forward. The ball dropped, it looked like, but he's
right
out of
on
bounds.
the 2-yard line. He nice play right there. He made not the best pass, but he watched it in, made the catch, and turned up the field, and got right to about the 2. He's where's he?
We're gonna say about the 8.
8? I thought he was a little bit.
I think he finally landed at the 2. But
yeah,
he
it looked like he
did.
did. Yeah.
8. So you got 17. Well, they're going to give him 13, 14 yards on that carry. Chains are down.
Oh, up direct snap.
Look
Right
at that
to
hole.
right to Tanner Cole. Little wildcat.
Carson Lee now out there to open up that spot. Advance that a little bit more as it takes it to 2nd down and 3. 5-yard carry for Cole. Bring Brody to the left side. And is that Jace to the left too?
Yeah, they're going to go. Jay split out and
take it to Cole, and he's going to
go in
on his own.
Touchdown.
3-yard
Nice
carry.
play. They didn't really have
16 out there.
Yeah, that was number 9. Tanner Cole taking the direct snap, going right in the end zone.
$12-0 is where we're sitting right now at 7:54 to go in the first half. And, yeah, I looked at that near side. I'm like, what's 16 doing out there? And he's out there again.
Yeah.
Cole, he's shotgun right now. Tanner Cole gets
Do it
in, and
again.
he's going to try and duke in again, and he's going to be a yard short. They saw it coming.
They did that time, but he still almost got in.
So a 12-0 lead going into 8 minutes until halftime. Again, this thing getting drawn out a little bit.
Yeah.
But you look out there, Jason, and for as hot as it is, they don't seem to be dragging it all.
No, the boys have got really good momentum, of course, right now. But they're really doing a great job keeping their energy at high levels. But it's still only a 2-score game. And like last year, the same thing. We've got to just keep on the gas. Defensively, we're doing a really good job. Keep it up. Offensively, keep moving the ball. Those plays that we did right there. If we have a quarterback that can run the ball, which so far he's done a really good job, opens up a lot of things. Because they knew, Brody. Well, he was a first-team all defensive back last year. Jace was a second-team all-district quarterback for our district last year. So that means I know they're going to be keen on Brody when he's split out. But still, we have really good guys out there that can catch the ball. Like I said, like Brady Dahl's done a really good job. BCH, Tanner Cole's caught one. So, and he ran one in.
So give him 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, because
Tanner's
punts. Yeah, he scored the one on the pass, right?
Yeah.
And then he ran that one in.
17-yard pass play from Jace to Tanner, and at about 5:46 to go in the first quarter. Wind has now completely diminished, it looks like. It was a little light out of the west.
The flag is not – I was just looking out right now because it's getting warmer up here. I'm looking, I don't see anything. The flag is not moving. I can barely see the leaves moving in that tree across from us right by the old by the egg building, industrial tech building by the high school.
It's cool to see the football lights on.
Yeah.
What was it back during quarantine that kind of around the state, people would turn the football lights on just to kind of remember.
Yeah, we drove up here. People would drive up just to turn around, come up here just to see something. And
did you ever go cruising when they were doing the cruising thing?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, during quarantine when they were cruising. Did you go do that?
Not really.
No.
I don't think so.
Waving at people?
Wait a minute. No, we didn't. Ball!
Ball's loose on that kickoff. Never really got picked up.
No, he didn't. He was just kind of bobbling it there, and just didn't quite come up with it. He's lucky that right there that we were just about a half second away from making contact when we'd had the ball right there in a good field position.
Kay Hagenbury, junior, 6'1", 160. I'm Nate Klaber against Jason Pilcher, Anthony Baugh, and Eric Clark. Run things technical.
There, good pursuit.
Wow, nice stop. Dawson Dykes
right
there
right at the line of scrimmage. He hasn't, like Coach Sauer was saying during the Jackson move, he's a kid that's been out for the first time. I can't remember if he was out in junior high or not. I can't remember. But that was a nice play there, playing the linebacker position. filled the hole, made the play right at the line. It's just about a yard gain.
Yeah, there was a pressure there from Merrick Sly.
Yeah.
You got Noah Sheridan,
Yep.
number 4 there, looking to duck in on that end up front.
Yeah.
And Northland's going to go
Good.
to that far side. Just tripped up and
had him back behind the line. Just kind of he was able to shift out there and get a little bit about a 4-yard gain. So brings up.
I think it was Delagardella had the shoulder in there, stop him just past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, got to wrap up. Got to get the low. You can't hit him. Brings up a 3rd and 3.
6:46 to go at halftime. We'll step away from the mic at that point. I don't know if the band's going to play or not.
I'm not sure.
And again, here comes Hill.
Short.
Talk about a front line.
Yeah, we've done a really good job right there pursuing the ball. Getting right, not letting him get the offensive line to get downfield. Jesus Silva. That's right, Chewy. Chewy did a nice job right there.
He'll exit the field.
Yeah. He's a kid, too, that the last couple years, last year he made pretty good strides. This year he's done really good. Looks like he's a little bit banged up right now, but hopefully he gets himself taken. That might be a cramp, or right now he's right there with his foot.
You know, and he's
she's going right on there. There's a cramp. Yeah. That's the position that you'll see. I'm surprised it's the first one we've had.
4th and 2, North Lynn. Got to go ahead and punt it. Hilmer takes a low, long one.
Brady going to scoop it
Dahl
up.
Does get in those white gloves. Duke's left goes right. Still
There's
in his
a clip.
field. There's a couple.
There's a clip right there. We hit a
2
kid
or 3
behind.
flags, and it takes 6 links to bring him down.
Yeah, there's a clip. So that's going to back us up.
That right now is spotted at the 26.
That's one of those where you're going to look back at the film and you're like, well, you made the play, you scooped up the ball. Now we're going to go back a little bit. It's one of those, he tried really hard. It's just that we got called for the penalty. It's going to back up us a little bit more. It's going to put us back inside their red zone.
North Lynn hosts Clayton Ridge next week down at Coggin, and then Bellevue the week after on the 11th. Jesup traveling to Hudson a week from tonight.
Yeah, they open up against Columbus. I think at Hudson. Hudson, I can't remember if I thought it was at. Can't remember, or is that not too far from each other? Hudson and Waterloo, Columbus. So.
All right, so that officially spotted at the 16-yard line.
Yeah.
First down and 10.
Be nice to get a long drive score because I think we do get the ball right at half.
Pressure at the numbers.
We're going to get called for the same thing. We're going right there. That time, I think it was Brady Dahl.
And again, talk through that. You know, if you're just joining us and we continue to say did it
From
again.
We've had
multiple penalties
on that. Trying to do like a sweep motion, going out and motion out the side, going away from the line of scrimmage, but doing that little stutter step. When you do that stutter step right there, he's kind of making a motion to the line of scrimmage. He's got to go straight across or back behind. And then we've been hit with that about 4 or 5 times.
Oh, at least.
At least. And we're getting
kind of back to back
yeah.
there for a little while. Seemed like.
Yeah.
5:28. Jayhawks, the 11-yard line. And Pilcher's going to have to go down to a knees. Maybe lost a yard.
Maybe
on
about
that.
yeah. Yeah, it's going to go right to the line of scrimmage right there. No gain.
5-minute mark. 12-0. Jesup in the lead of this one. Touchdowns in the first quarter and also here in the second. Tanner Cole goes in the end zone both times.
Empty backfield.
Pilcher going to go long with this one. Heaves it up. There's coverage.
Oh, he
And,
had BCH. No.
Yeah, Brody Clark. However,
Yeah.
was trying to
Just
get
couldn't
it
quite get to
just
the
coverage.
ball.
They had
Yeah.
tall cover. You look at those guys that they had on him.
Yeah.
They've got 2 or 3 inches on him at least
Yeah.
on the defense.
Yeah. Brings up a 3rd and 15. We're going to need to pick up something here so we can punt a little bit better, not close to our end zone. Need to pick up something, get something to the middle of the field.
And Pilger comes
Oh,
out of bounds.
He's out of bounds. Gain about 2 on that, maybe.
Yeah, you're in a situation right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going
A
to put us on.
punt's you got to hope for a
Yeah.
really good punt here to get you out of that territory.
Yeah, because it's going to put
A lot of time left.
Yeah, a lot of time. Somebody's not paying attention there.
10 seconds on that play clock. And Tanner Cole gets that snap with 4 seconds left. That's a nice
good
one.
punt.
High enough.
Fair.
Catch by Hilmer
That
at
was a
about
nice
the
punt.
47.
That was the best. Well, besides them turning the ball over, that was the best scenario for us. No return. That was a nice high
That's
punt.
probably the best thing that happened in that series.
Yeah, that was the best thing that happened in that series. Nice high punt. He had a fair catch. He had nothing else to do.
And we've seen a lot of pass plays. That's slowed that clock down. But you got to take some breaks in here for water and sanitizing.
That's why, yeah. So this would probably be that last. It's 4:30 left, so this would be the last break they would have before halftime. It'd be nice to get them 3 and out again because right now they're pretty much in 4-down territory. Just don't want. I mean, we've done really good shutting them out so far. We'd like to go into halftime with them not scoring. Like I said earlier, we get the ball in the first or second half. Be nice to get the ball with a 12 or still up 12-0, or hopefully we can add to it to get the ball back with some time left. This would be a perfect time to call up a turnover.
You may just get your wish.
I hope so. It'd be nice. Or that, or a nice couple 15-yard holding calls. Back them up a little bit more, get them out of 4-down territory.
So they'll bring him out from their relief with 4:31 to go. .22 seconds on that play clock. It is moving.
Yep, as soon as the
North
referee
Linn.
snap there.
Again with Hilmer bringing in that play. Austin Hilmer, again, a junior quarterback, 5'10", 160. Multifaceted punt quarterback.
Good pursuit. There we go. That's a good play right there. About a 4-yard loss.
Well, that looked like, was that Delagar Elliott shot in
Yeah.
there?
Him and Tanner Cole. Merrick Sly got in there too.
You know, there's something about having that size on that line, but when you can have some speed and get off that ball and get past their big guys quicker than they maybe can get up.
Exactly. That's if they're still down in their stance and you get past them. Don't let the offensive lineman get their hands on you.
Shotgun again to Hilmer. And that front's holding tight. And there's a completed pass play to North Linn.
First down, yeah.
And received by Kay Hagenberry. And they haven't had too many completions, especially even for a first down, if any.
No, they got that one on the flat. He made a nice play. Moves the chains for him.
.351. There's just some energy on that sideline.
There is. We're still, they're driving right now, but our boys are still positive. A little fake pass.
Hilmer slips up a little bit. Tries to get his
Picked off, Brody Cresser. Come on, Brody. Come on, Brody. Turn it up.
30. Going to high gear, has to drop that shoulder as he gets into North Lynn territory.
No flags.
You don't get a fumble, but you do get an interception.
We get an
Jason.
interception right there. Brody Cresser, that baseball mentality, just playing a little center field instead of the shortstop position, comes up with that ball. He has hands for that, eyes for that ball. Like I said just a little while ago, he was a first-team All-District defensive back last year.
He knew where that was going. That quarterback got held up in his timing, and he keyed right in on that.
He did. Brody read that step for step.
So Jesup will have it on possession, 1st and 10. 47 to North Lynn. Bring Cole into motion. Pilcher's going to go to that right side. There's Merrick Sly. He gets
Throw it. Oh.
Gets a push on that, and Jace just could not find a way to get rid of that ball.
No, took the big roll out there, and we had no blocking to get out there, and so we took a big loss. So just couldn't get hold of the ball to get rid of it.
As you start thinking about the timing you have to have in that offense, that things just need to be clicking right.
That's the thing. So that's about a 4 or 5 second play, and then once that goes longer than that, it pretty much breaks down, and they had really good pursuit. They had 3 or 4 guys back there, just couldn't shake them.
Under 3 minutes. See a flag fly, and Pilcher's going to get ducked down just behind line of scrimmage, looks like.
It was kind of an early flag, so I don't know if they can call what. It wasn't an encroachment, though, because false start on us again. Going to back us up another 5 yards.
You know, despite all of those, and I get a knock on wood here, and all those penalties, we're still
up, 12-0.
No, still driving this.
Yeah, still driving. They declined the penalty, so it makes it 3rd down. Instead of 2nd and longer, give us an extra chance. They're going to go 3rd and 34. I remember being a kid one time, being at a game, and the announcer said 3rd and a country mile. There's not really too many plays that are on the thing, 3rd and 30 for a play.
10 seconds on that play clock. Just the beginning of that advantage. There's that shotgun to Pilcher, trying to see what they can do on 3rd down and very long.
Jarrett's going to do a nice, perfect to get the ball in the middle of the field.
10, 15 yards in there.
Got the ball in the middle of the field to get a nice, hopefully Tanner can get a nice punt again.
Bryce Glider coming in from the sidelines as 4th down gets lit up. And we're going to see Tanner Cole get the go-to again on the punt, as he plants at the 21, waiting for that long snap. $1:49 to go for half. There's a flag. And a little assisted tackle on that, I think, between the ground and also give credit.
Carter Even.
Yeah, Carter Even right in there for it.
With the flag, let's see what the flag is. Pointing to us. I don't know. Let's see what it is. False start on us. We got to repunt.
So we move that ball back.
Or they take it on the. They take
Unless
the 5
they
yard.
decline.
I can't remember. Maybe they get the 5 yards on the.
No, they're going to decline.
Oh yeah,
that.
they're going to decline it. Couldn't remember how. They got about 90 seconds, so we can still pin our ears back and keep them out of the end zone for 90 seconds. Regroup and come in at second half and correct our mistakes.
Yeah, because you really don't want to
You
get them on the board right
You don't want to get
before
on the
halftime.
board for a half. You want to keep the momentum in our favor.
Drop back, Hilmer. It's going long, and
Nice
it's
play
gonna be
by
touched
Brody.
away.
Brody
Clean.
made that play.
Very clean.
Yep. Brody came
Pass
up
it.
there and knocked the ball away.
Katie Hoggenberry, the intended receiver, and Parker McCone in on that coverage as well.
Brody's a little shaken up, so Jace comes in for him. Hopefully be for a play or two.
Got the wind knocked out of him, looks like. As he
Yeah.
went up and just collided a little bit,
Yeah.
looks like.
Like he had a shoulder problem last year in basketball, so hopefully it doesn't look like it's that. Hopefully, it looks like it's just a little bit of his wind knock, a little bit.
They're going to go deep again, trying to score before half, and again, a little high up.
Yeah.
Maybe couldn't find it in the lights.
Couldn't find the lights right there, but Parker he's got to make sure he stays hip to hip with him a little bit better right there. He kind of got burned. Parker's fast. That was a good ball. Just got a little bit lucky, lost in the lights.
Lance Miller, the intended receiver on that, as they'll go 3rd down and 10, and you might as well try and do it again.
Yeah, I mean, right now they're I'm saying playing with house money right now. They're just trying to get a score in before half. Because I believe they have 2 timeouts left, so they've got 2 timeouts left to stop the clock.
Pilcher and
hold.
McCone are deep, and they're going to stay on the ground.
Yes!
With Colbert, and he's going to
Bryce
trip
Glider.
up. Glider is keyed in.
Yeah.
Coach Sauer said some good things about that kid in last week's Jayhawks in the Move.
Yeah.
We talked to all the coaches, and he said it again today.
Yes.
Proud of how far he's come as a senior now.
Yeah.
Just about 60 seconds to go.
We do have 2 timeouts, so we'll be interesting to see. I'm guessing for her telling Brady anything close, you let it go. You don't want to cause a turnover right here and have them get the ball inside closer. You don't want them to have the ball. Oh, we had a good pass rush right there.
Be long, right in the arms of
he was
Brady.
right, yeah.
I don't know if Brady had his knee down. That's what they're saying when he caught that.
Right there. 38 seconds left. We have the ball, 2 timeouts. If I had to guess, I think we're going to maybe take a knee, run the clock out. We'll see. We'll see what they do. Unless they want to try and score here, we'll see how aggressive we are. 2 timeouts left. I don't know what you want. See what we do.
Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Protecting that ball going into the locker room is key. Protecting your players. Cole in motion. Hand it off to Cole. He'll take a run, and he finds an opening. He gets past the first down marker, and there's open field. Past the 50 and taken down by North Lynn.
That only took 8 seconds right there. Put us right in midfield.
And it looks like Tanner's down. I don't know if we got a cramp or what's going on.
Yeah.
He cramped up as he jumped through there, as he's laying there about the 47-yard line.
Yeah.
Give credit on that stop to Brady Klendworth for North Lynn, as those chains will get moved with 30 seconds to go, and the coaches get a chance to provide some advice to some players. They'll get some water, both sides.
I haven't seen any pickle juice down there yet, so I don't know if they've got pickle juice anywhere or mustard packets or relish. A lot of times you see in college, NFL games, they'll just have big jars of pickle juice sitting around the first part of the season.
So it looks like he's got both legs a little tight there. Coach Miller comes out, too, to provide some relief.
Yeah.
And we got another one across. I've missed that one over at 35-yard line. We've got another player down there.
Yeah. I don't know who that is. He's back up.
They'll pop up, and that was Brady Clark Hurlbert.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's cramping up or a little turn to the ankle or what.
Tanner's walking off gingerly. You can tell right now by his legs.
Those hamstrings
those hands are a little tight.
Change up that offense a little bit.
Yeah.
30 seconds. Jesup again with that advantage, 12-0. And again, this heat. It hasn't changed much. Other than the wind. The wind has gone away.
The wind has gone away.
Because we're still sitting at 81 degrees actually 79 degrees at 8:18.
Yeah.
Move that clock, 29 seconds. Play clock moving at 20. Pilcher rolls right. Finds Brady Dahl, finds first down, cuts you inside, past the 35, hovers down at the 32.
17 seconds. We're in timeout. We have one timeout left because I believe.
So
yeah.
give Jesup a chance to figure out offensively.
I think
Tanner's still on that, still with the trainers, so we're not going to see him
not
get the opportunity this series.
There comes the little foam roller out.
And there's the pickle juice.
There's the pickle juice.
Rod Selesky has a picture. I don't know if it's.
Yeah, I'm guessing Rodney. Yeah, I'm guessing from the color here, that's going to look like pickle juice.
Your elixir. There he goes. If you see him there.
The thing about Tanner is if you know him, if you're out there, he's a pretty picky eater. So that might be something he may say no to.
Well, just keep cramping up then, Tanner.
Yeah, exactly. Just drink the pickle juice.
17 seconds. Jesup 1st and 10 on the 31 of North Lynn. See if they can strike for the 3rd time in this first half. And they'll bring Parker McCone into motion, and we see North Lynn take some steps.
Yeah.
Actually, no, Jesup.
I
again.
think I'm not sure, but maybe I don't know. It didn't look like because Parker McComb was going in motion there. I don't think he did, but maybe Brady on the far side move. I'm not sure. I'd really like to talk to the officials if we get them at halftime and see what they're seeing. Same play.
Going long,
Brody
Cresser in and
nice
out.
Try. 4 seconds left.
North Lynn with coverage on their end. Give credit to Jake Van Etten and also Hilmer in there, I believe. Actually, it was Cade Hoggenberry. 4 seconds to go, and we're going to see another one tossed up. You can fully expect that.
Fully expect that. They're going to be – right now they'll give up anything in the middle of the field. They're just not going to get anything deep. Oh, yeah.
Timeout run by Jesup. Last one.
timeout.
Looks like the band will come out at halftime. We'll step away. Camera will remain on. We'll drop that logo, and you'll get a chance to enjoy Jesup's band.
Yeah.
As they've gotten some rehearsal in, and Jesup Cross Country will also be honored at halftime as the seniors on that girls squad and boys squad will come across with their parents and families.
Yeah, once again, Coach Green has got high numbers for cross country. He's got a lot of girls and boys out for cross, so that's really good to see. You know, cheerleaders out there, right now, I don't know how many we have out there, but we have a lot of cheerleaders out for football. And a lot of guys, 50-plus guys for football, and I believe over 30 people out for cross country. So between the school for activities right now this fall, we've got a lot of kids out.
We were kind of tongue-in-cheek last year. There was almost more cheerleaders than football players.
Yeah, last year, yeah.
That's changed
That's
this year.
changed a little bit. So we'll bring down one play. This is where, like you said, this is where you want to throw it into the end zone or out to the sideline. You don't want to. If you get intercepted here, you want to make sure that you're not going to get hurt on a large return.
Hoggenberry deep at
They're
safety,
gonna call timeout.
and North Lynn will want that timeout. That'll be their second one that they've used.
Yeah, they came out. We had trips to the right, so they saw that play. So they're going to probably – guessing the chess game starts now, and so maybe change our formation and see what they say.
That's what the coaches enjoy.
Yeah, exactly. This is exactly right now. Right now, here I can see Brody Nairn motioning a coach saying something about, throw it up to me again. I'll get it this time, which really good coverage there the last time.
So we sit cross country on Tuesday. Heads up to Olwine, varsity volleyball at Clayton Ridge. And it looks like Macocata Valley also going to be there. School does have an early out on Wednesday. Varsity football next Friday at Hudson. And JV volleyball 1 week from tomorrow over at Independence Tournament. And it's Labor Day.
Labor Day.
It's all kind of messing up. You fully expect Labor Day to be coming up this Monday, but we have to wait a week.
Yeah, I have to wait a week, so we'll see what happens.
4 seconds.
I think this half is going about an hour and a half. So this has been a very long first half.
We might even miss Friday Night Lights on Channel 7
We
if we
might,
don't get this
yeah.
speed up.
See Mr. Coleman do his stuff.
4 seconds. They bring Tanner in motion, and do we see it again?
I don't
False
know.
start.
I don't. It's the far line there, so he's going away from him. I don't know what the.
Yeah, I don't know if North Lynn's doing a good job of drawing him off.
I'm not sure right there. I don't quite. That motion, they're going to have to get a clarification or something for the referee. And the coaches aren't really saying a whole lot, but maybe they're going to wait to halftime to talk to him a little bit, one-on-one with him.
Cresser, as well as McCone. Split here to the left side. Tanner.
Oh, he's
Brady
got
Dahl
Brady
out
up.
there. He's at the 20. Still stays on his feet. Clock's going to hit 0, and he'll go down at the 16-yard line. They gave it the try.
They gave it a try. That'd be one of those plays to come back the second half, and then at play. There's quite a few plays that I think if we come back to, we can come back and score off of. We just got to correct those penalties.
So they'll put 15 minutes up on the clock here at halftime. Review the scoring as Jesup again leads here on North Lynn 12-0 in the first game of the 2020 season. First quarter, 5:46 to go. Jesup has a pass play from Pilcher to Tanner Cole, 17 yards. Extra points, no good. Makes it 6-0 at that point. And in the second quarter, Tanner Cole, Gold's Wildcat on the 3-yard line. Scampers in, 3-point or 2-point conversion, no good. That was 7:54 to go in the second quarter, and that's where we're sitting right now with a score of 12-0. We're going to turn it over and we'll take our headsets off, turn the microphone on. You get a chance to enjoy the Jesup High School marching band. Check, check, check. This is the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology as we are set to go for the second half of action. I think we're on.
I hear
we're
you.
on. We're running. Here we go. All right. Jesup coming into the second half with a 12-0 score. You got about 1 minute to go. Just kind of scanning through here to see if there's any scores of interest. Central Springs leading Nashua 7-0 here at the end of the second half at halftime.
Looks like Wapsi's up 28-0 at half, I think, on Denver.
Wow, that's nice. Gladbrook Rhinebeck over Meskwaki Settlement 28-20 in the third quarter. Of course, you got 12-0 right now with Jesup over North Lynn as we start the second half. Scanning through the scores on the varsity app that the state has put together.
Yeah, they've really, those at home, or if you ever gone to the quick stats, but it used to be, right now it's really made huge improvements. It's really good now.
Don Bosco over West Central 64-0. I'm going to imagine that's pretty much a done game as they're in the third quarter is what it indicates. Cedar Falls trailing Dubuque Senior 7-3. West Delaware over Wahlert Catholic by a score of 7-0. They're in the first. Edgewood Colesburg leads Clayton Ridge 20-6. That's in the third.
Yeah, because they're both those teams are on North Lynn's schedule, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty sure.
Alwine over Union Community right now 16-8. That's in the third. A lot of games happening tonight. North Butler, no score there for BCAW, who they have tonight. So that's the scores we have coming in as they will take the field. Did get a text in from Brian Van Brocklin down Central Iowa way now and hanging out with his brother Sam, looks like. His friend Sam, who's sporting Jayhawk colors tonight.
Looks like Columbus is up 22-0 on Hudson right now at half.
All right, set to go.
Our ball.
Shut the lights off up in our booth so we can see out the windows. Lights are on, and we're set to kick off. North Lynn.
24 minutes.
They are kicking that towards that north end zone.
Little short squib. Got to get on the ball. Get on the ball. Just get on the ball. Kind of got it right there. It was a little squib kick.
Parker McCone jumps right on top of the one.
It.
So spot the marker, 26-yard line, and Jesup, again with a new offensive coordinator this year as Jordan Miller takes over. Steve Schmidt takes the opportunity to go down and coach the middle school level.
I'm guessing that at halftime they went over the corrections of the penalties.
And we saw it again.
Right there, and I think right there, Parker McCollum just jumped right there.
So,
yeah,
you see Brady Dahl get right into Parker and kind of give him some coaching, just focus, discipline in there if that's what was taking place.
Yeah, look right there because Parker, two guys in the motion, either when it's snap, then you can go, but you can't wait, or Parker moved while Brady was in motion.
First down and 15, ball now on the 21. Low snap, Pilcher's going to take it on his own and going to see the blitz come in and get forced out of bounds. And tackle made by Seth Proctor, freshman 225-9. Came right after it.
Yeah, that's not the start we want as far as a penalty and then take a big sack on a first play.
Almost reminiscent of last year of going into halftime and then losing that game 20-13 down in North Lynn.
Yep.
I'm saying that so it doesn't happen.
Exactly.
8 seconds on that play clock. Shotgun. Quick off. Duck in and out. And North Lynn has really tightened up that front line.
Yeah.
Jared Delagardelle goes down to the numbers. And
they're coming up the line of scrimmage pretty good right now. They're up. They've
really
got about about 8 guys in the box. See if we can get play action pass, maybe get somebody on the outside. They're stacking the box, try to take that run away.
Second down at 27 now. Third down and 27. Ball at the 11. Deep in Jesup territory. Need to get out of there. Flick it back. There's Dilla Gardell. Tries to get
face
past
mask.
the numbers,
Yes.
and there it is.
That's
going
to be a first down.
And that
that's
comes
gonna,
in handy at the right time.
Yeah, that's going to be, I would think that's got to be not to say unsportsmanlike, but whatever, but that's got to be an automatic first down. And he pulled on it.
Yeah, he was coming around from the right side.
Yeah.
Reached around and just put that hand on that face mask, and the officials will move that ball.
Well, they only called the 5-yarder, but it gives us third down.
So third down at 27 now. Not the call that we were hoping.
No.
Clock's in motion. Pilcher scans that defense. He's going to take the snap. Back, ready to fire. Dahl's going long, but again, he goes to Dilla Gardell. Cuts up the numbers. He's past the 30 and out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Short,
Clock will stop.
Yeah. Nice play. Just that we set ourselves back, so we are going to be forced to punt because it's going to be about 4th and about 4.
Yeah, they'll spot it about there. A little.
4th and 3.
Not the position you want to be in to go forward, fourth down.
No, we got a 12-0 lead. Our defense has played well.
Cole set to punt that ball again. Trying to see who's down there doing the long snapping.
It might be Bryce.
Yeah, no, it's actually Cresser.
Nice punt. It could. Well, you know, that makes sense. I'm almost. Yeah, you're right, Nate, because I think he has long snapped the last couple of years.
Yeah, you got Brody down there long snapping. He shot right out of that snap and was going right towards that returner.
Yeah.
So they'll move that ball down. Where Jesup came out in this second half, hoping to light some things up, and all of a sudden we saw a Northland defense we had not seen before.
No, yeah, they came up there. They took the run away. We had another penalty, of course. We got to get those corrected. So,
what kind of surprises are we going to see here on offense?
I don't know.
Maybe a holding back.
Yeah, I don't.
Hilmer again. He's going to go long.
He's got a guy.
There's an opening, but we've got speed in that backfield.
Yeah. It went Parker McCollum, like right before half, they kind of did that same play. Parker kind of got beat.
Cade Haugenberry with that pass, moves the chains. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line now.
You got to get a pass rush back there. We can't let him sit back there. He had about good 5-6 seconds to throw the ball. It's too much time for defensive back to stay with the wide receivers.
This time they're going to run it. On the ground.
Too much. We got to. Yeah.
Brady Kleinworth will get a couple yards.
Yeah.
Second down. And just making a little bit of progress.
Yeah, they're coming on a little, we got to get some stops.
We've seen Jesup recover 2 fumbles and get an interception. Going to bring Tate Cullum into motion.
Going in motion, going.
But gets the production. Going to go forced pass. Going to hit the ground. Intended for Lance Miller.
Yeah. Kind of put that in, kind of the same thing, though. We got a little bit lucky there. He kind of got broke free in the coverage. Got to make sure that we came with that guy. I think Dawson Dykes a little lost him.
Third down and 7. Crucial down right now. See what they can do with this play. They're going to bring 3 to the near side.
And they got trips left.
Hilmer gets some time. Pressure from Cole.
Out of bounds.
And it is out of bounds.
Yeah.
Brady Dahl, good coverage
Good
there.
coverage there, and Tanner Cole put a nice rush on to Hilmer there to force that ball to the sideline. Brings up 4th down. Right?
And looks like
should be 4. Yeah, I was looking at the marker. They haven't
4th
changed
down.
the
We got
marker.
a North Lynn player down at the
the guy who went out
10-yard
of bounds.
line. I don't know if he hit that track or twisted his ankle, or if we got another cramp issue out there. But the players will come to the near side.
They got to change the marker on the far sideline. Still got 3rd down on the marker. Don't want to get that. There he goes. Looks like, it might be a cramp on the sideline because they're kind of doing the same thing, or they're trying to get that leg up there and get that calf muscle stretched out.
I think last year, if I remember right, we didn't have a lot of this, but it was kind of a cool fall, if I remember right. It was kind of rainy, kind of wet.
Yeah.
And I remember, it was a couple of years ago. There was this repeatedly, the cramps, the heat, the humidity that we had on the field.
Yeah. Fortunately, in Iowa, you're going to take that right there with the humidity, and there makes the corn grow, the farmers say, but everybody else has to pay.
Just get your pickle juice out.
Exactly. Pickle juice and mustard. So we'll see what Northland, they're kind of in that in-between, a pooch punt, go for it. They're only down 2 scores, so see what they do. Turn the ball, it looks like they're going to go for it.
4th and 7. What do they got up their sleeve here? They're in Jesup territory.
Yep.
They will bring Cullum across, but they're going to go down. Hilmer fires it.
Broken
and
off.
Nice hand
Nice
up in
play.
the air. Give credit to Corbin Fueling.
Little Corbin. He's not so little much anymore. He looks a lot bigger now than
He's got some fire on him.
He does. He's like in the Jackson the move. Watching him this year in basketball get a little bit more fiery as the season goes on. Pretty fun to watch.
I kind of said to Luke, he's kind of maybe it could be our next Rodney Selesky. We get out there and kind of the garbage man that can do a lot of different things.
He can. Rodney was that player. But Corbin can shoot. I'm not going to put Rodney down. Corbin could probably shoot just a little bit better than Rodney, but Rodney was a really good basketball player for us. Really good athlete, football player, and everything.
I always appreciate he could fire up that squad when he needed to.
He could. He was just a great kid.
9-11. Quick handoff to
Tanner.
Cole.
Come on, Tanner.
No one was ready for that, but Tanner and Jace knew it was coming, and Tanner goes out of bounds just ahead of the 30-yard line.
Nice play. Yeah.
If you see that, he's right in motion. And I think Jace maybe just touched the ball and just put it right in his hands.
Put it right in his hands. He's going right up that A gap.
Very quick on that handoff. Move the chains into Northland territory. And then Brody Clark Herbert at the number near side. And
Tanner's going to go down. He motioned the referee. So I'm guessing it's a cramp again. I'm not sure. I would guess. Since he handed the ball to the referee, came back.
And just got it tipped over and
he pointed right at the referee and said, and then he went down. So legs up
right
in the air
before
again.
that he tightened up that handstrake, tried to pull, and then he just goes down. As I'm kind of watching the Facebook feed since it's about 10 to 15 seconds delayed, and he just kind of hobbled and just went down.
Yeah.
9 minutes to go.
Yeah,
third
moving
period.
that left leg again.
Keep getting him watered, get him hydrated.
Yeah, I can see right there on the table down there a little bottle of looks like green juice.
Maybe he'll drink it now.
Maybe. He's a competitor, so I think he'll try to do anything to stay in the game.
Again, this Class 1A District 4, not quite into that competition yet, but, new teams in that: Central Springs, Columbus Catholic, Denver, Jesup, Osage, Sumner Fred. Like we said, these are teams we haven't seen for a while. They're familiar foes when it comes to nickel play.
Nickel, Sumner Fred. We have them. North Springs is a team when we came up on the schedule, or Central Springs I really didn't know where they were. I had to go look on the map and Google them to see where they're at. I mean, that's a little bit up there. Osage is too. Lucky Osage comes here, so we don't have to go up there.
Well, Jesup coming off a 3-6 season last year. The last game of the season picked up the win over East Marshall, 27-6. But also wins through that season as we get Cole coming off the field. BCW a victory there over at their place. There was another long game.
Yeah,
and then Hudson with that. I guess it was a 2-point win over at Hudson last year, that first game.
Yeah. Hopefully they get that rolled out again, see if Tanner can stay stretched out. He's walking, so, I mean, that's the key, is so they get that, he's drinking the pickle juice. You have that cramp, it's just like a ball right in your calf. And you just got to get it rolled out, and it's just got to loosen itself out. It's just like a knot.
All right, first down and 10. It is Jesup after that break because of some cramping. Tanner Cole getting treated. And a flag in the backfield behind North Lynn.
We got to delay a game? Did they reset the clock? I mean, not quite understand. Well, we'll see.
Moves it back a little bit. 5 yards, 44-yard line. Still got some fresh legs out there. And Pilcher turns to the left, and he gets blitzed, but goes down 2 yards past that line of scrimmage.
He's walking down a little gingerly now. He got rolled up on.
Yeah, he's grabbing the back of his right leg. Change the play on him. And North Lynn's keying in on that. They see Jace limping a little bit.
Yeah, now they're calling the blitz.
8:27 to go.
Pitch
Quick
out
turn.
to Jarrett.
Taylor Gardell.
Turn the corner,
Gets by
Jarrett.
the 35, past the 40. Helmet in to the defender.
Good play.
Out of bounds about the 42. Give credit on that tackle to Curtis Schott.
It's going to put us back to the original 3rd and 15, or 3rd and 11. 3rd and 10. 3 and 10.
So you're back there again where you were.
Yeah. See if we can pick up some yards here and then see guessing game if we go for it or not, or try to do a pooch punt.
Taylor Gardell in that backfield. Dahl in motion. Quick pass to Dahl, who didn't turn enough and see it. Otherwise, he would have taken off.
Yeah, that was 4th down territory here. I don't know if you go for it here, try it again, because Brady was wide open. If Brady turns and sees that ball, he's got 15, 20 yards before anybody touches him. So I think hopefully Coach Miller remembers that. It comes back to that play again. But, yeah, it looks like we are going for it because our punter right now is sitting on the sideline with a cramp. So we got trips going left, and we've got who's number 11 for us? That's BCH.
That's BCH out there. Brody Clark, Herbert, and
they came across.
Timeout, North Lynn.
Oh, North Lynn. I was like, okay.
I was looking at Sauer, and I was like, okay, I didn't see him
I looked
do
at the
that.
clock. We had 8 seconds, and we didn't have any legal motion, and I was like.
So they'll come to the sideline, get some water, give Tanner a chance to regroup as they're still stretching him out. We're not going to get him in time to get this 4th down in, but you might as well take that time. You had 3 full timeouts left.
Yeah. Which I guess for them to call a timeout now halfway, or not even halfway, 4 minutes into the 3rd quarter, and it seems like it's been longer than that. Because like I said, it's Yeah, this has been a really long game. Maybe that will come back to hurt him in the fourth quarter. They burned the timeout this soon.
Yeah, we're just not even 4 minutes into
No, we're not even
the
4
third
minutes.
quarter,
It
and
seems
it's
like
after 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
North Lynn, just looking last year, they finished at 7-3 in Class 1A District 6. They lost in the playoffs to West Branch, 23-0.
Yeah, they're
But
only,
their first round, they ended up with the win over South Hardin, 14-6.
yeah. South Hardin was in our no.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, South Hardin, that would have been in the playoffs if they,
Yep.
that game ended up.
Yeah, because they lost to West Branch at West Branch.
Nope, that was a season game. I'm sorry,
Oh.
the 25th. So South Hardin, yeah, that was in there. They had wins over North Lynn, lost to Regina.
Lost to Dyke. No, the Dyke was in.
Actually,
Yeah,
had a win over East Marshall, I should say, not a win over North Lynn.
yeah.
Lost to Dyke, 62-14. North Lynn, 20-16 win. Beat Alburnett, beat Mac Valley, beat Starmont. Pilcher has some time, but all of a sudden there's some pressure, and he's going backwards. And give credit to Sadler. Pushes back the defender, and
First down.
he ran
Yeah.
50 yards to get 10.
Yeah, move the chains. That's a first down. Nice block.
He gave Corbin Woods, their big guy,
Yeah.
number 79, a 230-pound, 6-foot
Yeah,
player. He ran him around, but wow, Jace got out of that one.
he did. That was looked like that was going back for negative yards. Meanwhile, Tanner's in silence, so hopefully he can get stretched out, get back in here soon. Another draw for Jace.
Cuts in and out of traffic. He's going to get 7
7 or
yards.
8, yeah.
Move that stick. Put up the number 2
Yeah.
on it. Tanner Cole still on the sideline.
Yeah.
And it looks like BCH is down there as well, stretching some things out.
Yeah.
$7:30 to go, third quarter.
Go right to Jared. Nice trap. Jared, that boy. Come on, Jared.
Got he finds
One guy
those
to beat.
holes, gets past the 10,
Nice.
rolls to the 2-yard line.
He is, when you see him, you're not going to think he makes those moves that he does, but he's very deceptive, and he's what you call a grinder. He's just going to grind. He's falling forward, like right there. Like you said, he rolls. When he's getting tackled, he's going forward. He's not going back. He's
He
going
just
to give
keeps
everything.
driving.
He does.
Just keeps driving.
Just
at it.
keeps driving.
First down and 4 is where they're going to mark it. That ball's on the 4. Play clock at 8 seconds. Jesup again with 2-touchdown lead. Pilcher tries to get in his zone, is going to get Duke back.
Yeah. They kind of sniffed that one out. They kept their linebackers in.
Tackle made by Joe Buter,
Right at the line of scrimmage, so no gain.
6'3", 200-pound sophomore. Or junior, actually. Clock's moving, 6:40. Everybody looks at their arm, looking for the play. Play clock's at 19.
See what we dial up here. See if we do a play action pass. So you got Parker McCone going in the middle of the field. He's going to go to
And
Jared.
there's Della. He's going to go long.
He's gonna get in.
Drive, and he fires through.
No
4-yard
flags.
run.
Right around the corner. Gets inside the pylon.
You have to say that now.
Yeah.
No flags.
No flags. Now we go for 2.
Oh, we got the ambulance firing up
Yeah.
sirens tonight. Did I hear that out
Yeah,
there?
they usually have always usually Doug Schaefer and the boys over there. If Doug's here, or Kendall Kane, I think one for score. No, we're gonna go for 1. Try the extra point. Thought maybe we'd try for 2, but see if Novak can knock this through.
Actually, Rylan Baugh.
Rylan
Baugh going to step up, little soccer kick.
It's good.
And he makes it. Rylan Baugh, his first high school score.
Nice.
I'd say chip off the old block, but we know that's not true.
Maybe it's from his mom.
Probably. How about that? 19-0.
That was the score we needed. We needed to come out. We didn't come out right away after half. Didn't have a good series. We were able to get the ball back, and we had some penalties again, but we were able. Jason made that nice play in 4th down and picked up 12, 15 yards, actually going about 30 yards, and picked up the first down. And Jarrett had a nice couple runs on that series right there to get the touchdown.
Thank you for joining us on the Jayhawk Sports Network tonight. I'm Nate Klaver against Jason Pilcher. Anthony Baugh running the magical suitcase out there. Keeps us going on YouTube.
Mr.
And
Clark,
also on
too.
Facebook. And Eric Clark is now twice his height as he's standing on a stool with the camera.
Boom. He just had a birthday. You can't do that to a guy on his birthday.
You know, I didn't think he looked 54, but
54,
you know, he's a young 54, I think.
He is a young 54. Well, if he's a young 54, we're the same age, so.
God bless Tracy for, being able to take care of him.
Yeah.
Tanner's still stretching out that hammy as he comes to the end, and there's the boot.
It's going to be a little bit of a short.
Novak will see it land, just inside the 40. It's still moving along, a bit of roll out of bounds.
It's going to get it right about the 40, right on a little after the 40.
6:13 to go, third quarter.
Need to keep the pressure on. Like I said, it's still, we're pitching a shutout, but you're only down, we're only up, say, 3 scores. Things can change the momentum in football in a hurry.
Bring that defense out. You see Corbin Fueling covering on the right side. He's got some speed to cover those runners.
Nice play. Got about a yard gain there, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Oh, they gave him a good spot there. I guess a little bit more.
Spartan,
Second and
about
8.
44-yard line. Bring
Toby
Merrick Sly
Merrick
back
Sly
out.
back in, Come.
Nope. He's going to just bring in some coverage, and Jesus says, no.
Chewy said no.
I'm staying. I'm not getting out of here.
Yeah, Chewy said no.
You got 2 to the right, and that's going to shift Parker McCone more over to the near side. Motion coming,
going
and
this way.
there was
He's
some
gonna throw the
coverage
ball.
in the backfield.
Brody's got it.
And intercepted.
Call that from here.
Brody
Crowd.
but
No,
you're
it's
gonna give it to Parker McCone.
Parker McCone. I saw the back pedal playing the ball. Parker. He kept his eyes on the quarterback the whole time, but not having anybody. That was textbook coverage right there. You go back there and look. He kept the eyes on the quarterback the whole time, but having no get back guy behind him. That was perfect.
Yeah, he had that room on the backside, and he saw it coming.
He did.
Yeah, Tate Cullum, one of the intended receivers on that, was trying to get that in his grip. Jesup takes over on downs, recovered their 4th turnover, and Pilcher takes a low snap on his own, crosses.
Oh, flag.
The first down marker, flag in the backfield, and
it's going to be a clip, I think.
And we're bringing it back again. That would be the 3rd or 4th time we've seen a successful play come back because of penalty. Officials will discuss.
There's
holding on the offense. Bring that back.
You never know on that play right there. That hold right there could have been the hold that sprung him out to get outside of that gap there. So that's one of those things. You're taught as a lineman, like if you see the guy get past you and he's down the field, you pretty much take a knee because there's no sense of making any contact with anybody. But right there, you never know, right in the middle of everything. I'm not going to say that of course, we've got way more penalties, but well, I'd like to see some of those penalties right there, that hold. I'd like to see how bad of a hold it was. Because I could hear the Northland coaches beside us, and I didn't hear anybody yell, hold. Usually you can hear a coach yell or two, and you kind of can see the play. And they were pretty quiet on that one as far as for something that we did wrong. So it brings up a 1st and 5.
Pitcher's going to take that shotgun. And
Jared.
Jared fires
Same
through
play.
like a bullet. On
on,
his
Jared.
way,
Come on,
following the
Jared.
path that
There's no
Pilcher
flags
had,
now.
and he kicks it in. And
Atta
North
boy.
Lynn is finally going to scoop him down.
Right
As
off
his
that
legs
left
had him maybe
side.
a little tired, getting
Yeah.
about the 15-yard line, but nice recovery for the Jayhawks.
Coach Miller saw something there. He says, all right, if Jason going through there, we'll give the ball to Jarrett and let him do the same thing. No flags this time. Jarrett's probably going to come to silent right now because he's probably a little bit gassed. He probably needs some water. But he's probably going to say, give me one play, and I'm coming right back in.
But that coverage that offense has gave Jared just to get him the holes, get him the openings. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, there wasn't a guy within 15 yards when he got the ball and then Jared was already down the field, right off that left side.
Same setup. Thurgardell behind. And Pilcher will cock back. He'll go on his own. He's going to get, well, they give him maybe 3 or 4 yards as he gets past the 15.
Yeah.
Or the 10-yard line, I guess, is where he's at.
Yeah. Inside the 10. Right now, it's one of those things is like maybe we can try to run a few plays, try to get the clock down a little bit, try to get a score. Just keep on the gas. I'll say that all the time, but
Clock's
right now
moving at
that's exactly what
4:04.
Jace is doing right now. He's looking at the clock for the play to come right there, so they're right there.
Let's move that down. Move that clock and keep
Brady
it on the
Dahl made a
ground.
nice play. Get close to the end zone.
Noah Sheridan on
that
the
Noah?
run. That was Noah got that handoff.
Oh. Is Noah number 4?
Yeah, Noah Sheridan, number 4.
Nice. For some reason, I thought it was 6. I thought it was Brady for a second there.
So
Nice run by.
You got Ryland Baugh coming out as he's going to practice some field goal kicks down on the net towards that south end of the field or north end of the field.
This might be, well, we've ran the ball really well. Let's see if we get a play-action pass and get somebody in the end zone wide open. See if they bite on the run.
Milk that clock, 3:15 to go. There's a snap.
Draw play.
Pilcher
Going
again
right the middle.
runs
Jason, get in. Score. Put your hands up in the air. Yes, he did.
They did it. 4-yard run, Jason Pilcher.
Yeah, he waited for that line judge. The back judge waited. He saw the ball cross, but he wanted to make sure the line judge, that's a smart play on the referees right there. Line judge waited to see the ball cross with his knees not being on the ground.
So our second touchdown of the third period. Sees our soccer-style kicker, Ryland Baugh. Step on out there. And you got, is that Jace holding there?
Yeah, yeah. So
And a flag on the play.
Legal motion. We must have a guy shift. So now this back and back 3 yards.
Sets up a little more challenge.
See if you can boot this one, or maybe now they. Yep, they're still going to try it.
He's got the leg for it.
Yep.
Baugh will mark off his steps. Soccer style, Pilcher to hold. 3:07 to go. Play clock at 15. It's down, and
Blocked.
there is the block as they rushed in.
Yeah.
Northland knew exactly what they wanted to do,
Yeah.
and Pilcher gets knocked down as they came in. Hopefully he'll be all right. So that is the second touchdown this quarter with 3:07 to play. Jesup sees Jace Pilcher go 4 yards on his own from the quarterback position into the end zone, and it is 25-0. Did you see that, Jason, happening tonight?
Talking to my father-in-law, and from last year, seeing Jace grow, and we made the comment about him running the ball more. last week coming home from practice before the scrimmage and stuff, I asked Jace a few questions, and he didn't run the ball at all over at Union. Of course, they were, saving him. But he had made the comment that they're going to have him run the ball a lot more this year, and so far they have. Kind of didn't, since we've got more numbers, he doesn't really have to play defense. Play defense, but so that way, Coach Sauer said we're just going to try to limit the hits on you, taking that way. So that way, because we're going to try to run you the ball more. So it's been pretty effective. That one run that came back, that might have put him close to 2. I mean, I would guess what the numbers are. He's got to be pretty close to over 100. So I'm not sure what the numbers are. I haven't seen any of the stats, but I would guess that he's well over 100 so far. And that one run there that got called back would have pushed him. But Jared's the same way too. Jared, we might have 2 guys close to 100 yards when this is over with.
Kickoff, Nathan Novak.
That's kind of nice with Ryan and Bobby able to kick. Canham Seahawks is hurt right now a little bit, but the other day in practice, Jay said he almost just came short of the 52-yarder.
To get over the 40, it's going to be received about the 15, 16-yard line, and there goes
Hilmer. Yeah, he got out the outside.
As he will go.
Oh,
out of bounds.
They've got, I'm saying, 3 minutes left here. We're pitching a shutout. They have really good athletes, so we've got to keep these guys still contained. If we can get a couple more stops, momentum might shift our way, keep shifting our way, because they might be dropping their heads and get their hands on their hips, looking up at the score.
So North Lynn will begin their series 1st and 10, spot at the 40. And Jesup really needs to finish this game with a lot less yellow flags. And
there's a hold.
There's Hilmer on his own, in and out, gets the 50-yard line.
I think Sauer was pointing right at.
Stop from Parker McCone.
Yeah. I think Sauer was yelling right there, trying to get around the block. Kind of had a hold of who was I can't remember the number, but it looked like a pretty good hold, but.
Under 3 minutes, third period. This is the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology. Spot at the 50. Flick back, and there's the carry by Kleinworth. He's going to get 3 or 4 yards.
We'll give a couple yards here and there because this is eating the clock for us, which is that last series you saw Jace running the clock down a little bit before he'd hike the ball, snap the ball. Right here, if they want to run the ball, this kind of helps us because it's going to put the ball, keep running that clock, which we right now, that's what we want to do. We don't need to play fast pace right now.
Hilmer sees that ball. He's going to tuck it, but there's pressure there.
Nice. Perfect.
Nice
that
defensive
was nice
pressure. Give credit to Toby Sebeka.
It looked like we had the ball, but his thing he's going to be down.
Sebeka was not going to let that guy by.
Toby did a great job. He broke down and kept it right in front of him and made sure that he did not get in front of him. Toby did a perfect job. Now we're going to get it on sportsmanlike.
Jesus.
I don't know if it's Jesus or Tanner.
Whipped his helmet off, and you don't do that. What God said, ripped his helmet off, came off, and that's a big no-no.
Who did that? Who?
Silva. Looks like there's something else, some other strain happening on the sideline. They're going to move that ball to the 35.
That took away that nice play. That would have put down, 4th down? Yeah, that would have been 4th down for them.
So Coach Sauer is talking to the official, trying to get some clarification or plead his case.
Little snap again. He's got one. We got to get
wide it up and
flag. We lost track. Jarrett lost track of the ball. But there's a flag back here too. It might be unnecessary roughness on them.
So you got players dropping like flies out there as you see Sebeka go down.
Yeah, that might have been retaliation from the last time because I'm not sure, but there's a flag back behind there, so it might be offsetting.
And that does not maybe look like, or is it a cramp on that right side, or did he get caught on the knee? Ooh.
Yeah.
And Coach almost stepped right on him.
Yeah.
Jordan Miller came back there. He was talking to the sideline. And you can still see the frustration with Sauer. You see him talking to that line.
Yeah.
That line judge. And did you catch the?
They called both on the defense.
So roughing the passer is the call that we will see.
I'm going to go back tomorrow or this weekend and look in the huddle, and I like to see some of these calls, because it's like he looked like he still had the ball in his hand when Toby hit him.
So they do have Sabeka off the field.
Yeah.
Get him stretched out. 1:36 to go. Play clock is at 15, but
I think we're short a player.
And Logan Bisline with a tackle on that. So Jesup taking full advantage of being able to go all the way down to that 10-yard line on the sideline. As that was a rule change that went in with the pandemic. North Linn sets up at the 15-yard line, 2nd down and 5 to go. Wanting to get their first score of the night. There's an opening around the side, and that will see Hagenberry go out of bounds at about the 10.
Corbin did a nice job, and Bryce came in there, cleaned it up a little bit, forced him out of bounds. But you think he picks up the first down, so it brings up 1st and goal. The right. Let's say 1st and no, they dropped the chains, but it looked from the marker they're right on the hash. So it's like,
we're going to say 1st and 10, ball on the 10.
But they got the markers down.
Play clock now at 9. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Ball goes down. Is Hilmer going to get enough time to find somebody? And he hangs on to it. So you're looking at a touchdown play, 10-yard catch to Tate Hagenberry, and there goes the goose egg.
Yeah, they're putting some ice right now on Toby's leg right there below his knee, so.
So Tate Hagenberry with that catch. And that was 10 yards in. We'll see what they do with their extra point option. Looks like they are going to go two-point conversion.
Two-point conversion. Go out there. He's going to try to option and bring it back in, and it's going to be short. Nope.
Well, they will say he made it in. So 2 points are good, and it makes it all of a sudden 25-8.
Well, we got to, even though that was our first score, we made some uncostly penalties right there with the unsportsmanlike conduct. That cost us. That gave up a touchdown there. You got to keep your cool.
So Sauer's out there, leader of special teams, head coach and special teams coach. And I wonder if he's got a little something up his sleeve here as we
this
approach
is where
the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say they may try an extra or onside kick.
And why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you? You're down a few scores still. You're running out of time. I know there's still 12 minutes left to go and still got the fourth quarter. But this would be something where I'd be telling those guys up front, you got to make sure you just get on the ball. You don't try to pick it up. They hit it at you. You get right on. The other guy covers them up.
Corbin Fueling, you can see him eyeing that ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, focusing in. Bryce Gliders on that right side.
Yeah.
Looks like we're all just waiting
Yeah.
for it. Nope, he's
They're
going to kick it
away.
long. There you go with Parker
BC
McCone,
no.
and he's going to get driven back. Way back. Or no,
That's
that wasn't part of
BCH.
it. That's BCH, Brody Clark Hurlbert. And where will they spot that? Looks like they will take it to maybe the 26-yard line. Is that where they're going to spot it? Where they finally blew that whistle?
Yeah.
26-27.
Yeah, I think right now Brody Crusher's telling him that instead of going across the field right there, he caught it on that line drive. Just go a little bit forward. Run, take your momentum and catching that line drive and just go forward.
Noah Sheridan's coming off the sideline, limping a little bit. He's going to head over to the trainer. He turned his ankle, or no, he's going to stretch him out again, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've seen as much of this happening on that North Lynn sideline.
No,
but
so far they have not.
But you're right, Jesup has spent more time on that field offensively, though.
Yeah.
Pilcher gets it, and there goes Delagardelle. He still tries to fight, and they blitzed in right away.
There's
waiting
a
for
flag
it.
and the line judge back on the far sideline there. False start again on us, so we're going to back up 5 yards anyway. I don't know what the wide receivers and that they're not coming set, but there's got to be something that's got to be done with that going into next week.
Move that back 5 yards again.
No, they declined it because
Oh, they did decline
They
it.
did decline it because otherwise that would have gave us first down. I mean, we'd have the down back.
Second down and 15 is what, and where it's spotted. North Lynn making some adjustments on.
Well, right now
the
we
defense.
don't. We can run the clock out. We don't need to run a play. So the play clock and stuff right there. So we'll go into fourth quarter, 25-8.
Might as well. You got that
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah,
might
there's
as well
no-
stretch it out.
Yeah.
And there's the horn. 25-8 is where
Yeah.
we're sitting. As in that third quarter, we saw 3 scores. Jesup at the 6:19 mark had Delagardelle run in from 4 yards. Baugh with that extra point made it 19-0. Jesup at 3:07. Pilcher runs in 4 yards. Extra points, no good. Ryland ended up having to take there was a penalty on that, so they had to move that ball back. It was 25-0 at that point. North Lynn takes full advantage of some shake-ups by Jesup for territory. And then you had Tate Hoggenberry go in 10 yards into the end zone. Their 2-point conversion was good, making it 25-8.
That was a
at this
good
point.
and bad quarter for us. I'm going to say that we did
Yeah.
some good things
Yeah.
and we did some
Highs and
really
lows.
bad things. Some pretty highs and some lows there with Chewy getting that unsportsmanlike conduct, taking the helmet off. That's just something that you just can't do. As mad as you are, you just got to let it go because that gave them the first down and they scored on that drive.
And again, just looking at it, that's what looked like it happened to me.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been back in the game.
No. And Sauer had talked to him, and I'm sure that we'll see how it goes right now, so we'll see what happens later on.
Yeah, you get hot, you get frustrated, you start cramping up.
Yeah.
You know,
Kinda,
it's when you start losing focus.
Yeah.
It's easy to happen.
Yep. So we're going to bring up 2nd and 14. We need to get a drive. We need not just a scoring drive. That'd be really nice. But we've got to eat some clock. That's the thing right now. We've got to eat clock. And force them to play fast and eat the clock too.
Jesup with the ball. 2nd down and long from their own 23. And Jace will
They're going to have
take
a flag
some
come
run.
back
We
and
got
call
another-
hold.
we got
I think
another
they're going to
holding
call
in the
hold
backfield.
backfield. You think between
Yep.
Sadler and the Oshner?
And Brody had taken off downfield on the near side.
They're going to decline that one.
Third down and 14, they'll change it. Is that Candy Sour down there?
That
Trying to
is,
root them on,
yeah.
Minnesota style.
Minnesota style.
Under 12 minutes, we're rolling as this last period comes into effect, and Jace is waiting for that clock, sitting at 10 seconds. On the play clock, move down that game clock, which can be frustrating to North Lynn. But you want to take full advantage of that as De La Gardelle comes outside and get forced out of bounds inside the chains.
Yeah.
Probably about 8 yards to go, fourth down, but
that's kind of one of those where he turned the corner, you just kind of say, well, maybe just try to stay in bounds. They eat another 15, 20 seconds. Right there, because that quarter start, that is only 30 seconds running off the clock.
So Tanner Cole back into punt one more time for Jesup tonight.
We're going to get a penalty here because we're not going to be right there. There. Well,
There's
got
the
lucky
snap,
there.
gets it in right before the click to zero. Little pressure, could have maybe done a little bit better. Ball is loose.
He got it.
But he jumps right for it.
That would have been something we needed. Yeah, we got lucky right there. We snapped the ball with about a second left on the play clock. This is where the defense has got to pick it up right here. We don't want to get them another score. Defense has got to come together. We've got to come up and we've got to get some stops. Because they're going to be 4 downs every time. They've got to score. They're not going to punt.
And they're not going to waste much time between plays.
Yeah, they're not going to waste much time.
Take Tate Hoggenberry on that far right side, 2 there. And here comes Cade Hoggenberry.
There we go. Wrap him up. Good. That's exactly what you want to do. Kept him right at the line of scrimmage, stretched him out for no gain.
Those guys just trying to focus on what job they need to complete.
Yeah, Chewy's back in there. He made that stop. We got Noah Sheridan on that one end. And Carson Lean on the other.
Drop pass. There's Hilmer. Goes that far side.
Good
and nice
tackle.
stop on that right side.
Corbin did a nice job.
Corbin put the shoulder into him, took him down. Only a 3-yard gain.
Caught the ball, but no gain after the catch.
Jesup looking to the sideline, looks to defensive coordinator Ron Sadler. Going to move up Noah Sheridan on that left end, on that front line defensively.
And the pass.
And blue jerseys trying to get in. Sheridan
got to be a hole
on the run. There's pressure. Keep pushing it on. Sheridan can't get him. Cole can't get him. Still on his feet. And he got touched 6 or 7 times to get that first down.
We can't. That can't happen right there. We had him back behind the line of scrimmage. We've got to make that tackle.
A lot of stop and go, some missed tackles.
Yeah.
And it finally came down to Brady Dahl, who was able to get his shoulder into him. But that puts him deeper into Jesup territory. 9:47 to go.
Brady got a pretty good shot on him, but still, we had him stacked behind the line of scrimmage 3 or 4 times.
1st and 10. Hilmer lights it up. Is he by himself?
No flags.
It was clean.
Yeah.
It was clean. Parker McCone very cautious of where he was at and what he was doing.
Again, he's having almost good 8-10 seconds back behind that line of scrimmage in that time there. We've got to make sure we get back to. We can't give that much time to him because that's not fair to the defensive backs to have to play defense for that long. It's tough to cover a guy that long.
Tegan Hunberry split to the right. Kate Hagenberry close inside. Here's Hilmer. Rolls to the numbers. Does he have an
Picked
opening?
off Brody
Oh,
Kresser.
he sees an interception again.
Brody saw that coming a mile away.
Brody tucks it in and will drop at the 36-yard line. Jesup on the turnover that they desperately needed at this point.
Noah Sheridan and Hilmer got into a little bit right there. One thing about him going forward compared to his brother, he's a little bit more of a heated guy than his brother Jake was. So we just got to be a little bit careful on there because usually it's always the second guy that gets hit. 9 minutes left. We need a nice long drive.
1st and 10, ball net 35 for the Jayhawks.
They need snap because right now there's no sense of holding it. Jared's trying to get out.
It's like Jace had to think about what he was going to do
Attaboy,
next,
Jared.
but got it to
Jared's
Jared Gardell.
he's
Walks
on his
that
feet.
sideline, first down, out of bounds, the 41-yard line.
Turned that corner, kept himself in bounds, and got a first down by some.
Almost like a little misstep as he was coming off
did.
of wondering if he was going to make that pitch or not. Or was he thinking, making sure he was going to do that right?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to ask him later.
Move the chains. It's now in North Linn territory. Team coming off a chance in the playoffs last year with the Lynx. Everybody gets a chance this year, the way things have scheduled out. And
they filled the hole. 52 did a nice job coming right up on there and got Jared right in the hole.
Nathan Reckemer with the stop and the loss, making it 2nd down at 12.
He might have a cramp now because right when he tackled Jared, he kind of was a little bit right there, and he's got his leg up in the air.
It's getting contagious.
Yeah.
Bring him out, get some water in him. 8:54 to go. And again, Jesup volleyball heading tomorrow over to Cascade.
Did we find out where the cross-country team is going tomorrow?
I had that once upon a time. I need to get a, studio producer to give us all this stuff.
I don't think that's in the budget.
Yeah. Tony Lang seems to make things happen.
Yeah.
For Anthony.
For
anyway.
yeah. I guess when you work there, I guess that's what happens.
Maybe. All right. 2nd down and 12. Not quite 10 o'clock yet.
Oh, it's getting there.
Pilcher's looking downfield. Quick snap. Quick throw.
Save the ball. First down.
And he's
Push
got
the
that
pile.
to Brady Dahl, and he's going to stay on his feet.
He's going to move the chains. A little bit of a delay pass. Waited for him to get out there, and Brady made the catch and moved the chains.
Corbin Fielding will come off the field. Kresser. Near side along with De La Gardelle. With Dahl out there as well. He trips to the right.
Yep.
Cross country at Makokota tomorrow, 9 o'clock.
Oh, that's
They'll be
pretty
running.
Good. Pretty good bus. We're going to get
And
calls
more
again.
flags in the backfield and frustration, it looks like. As Jack, is that Jack Moss that's in there? Number 76, or 78, I'm sorry. That's Nathan Novak.
Novak, yeah.
Hope the new jerseys are a little easier to see the numbers.
Yeah.
Guess no one asked me, though, I guess.
Water break.
Another water break.
I think, now he's going to come. Oh, maybe they're going to ask the referee now what the flag or what was the. Oh, yes, for the number. couldn't see what the number he put up in the with his hand.
Coach Miller comes out, taking over the offensive coordinator duties this season. At his side is Ben Stevens. Other guys on the sideline, Rodney Selesky, Paul McCone, I think he's up in the box tonight.
Yeah,
Ron Sadler on defense, Steve Schmidt, Aaron Schutte, Ben Stevens, Jason Sullivan, all helping out across the board.
I was just going to look down there. It looks like Sully shaved his beard.
He did.
I kept looking down there. I was like, who is like there? And I could tell by the walk. And it was like there.
Who's that young guy?
Yeah, I was like, who's the young guy? And I was like, I think that's Sullivan. And I was like, that's not a bad guy to have on the sidelines with you with Sauer. Like, they have a former head coach right there with you to maybe talk to and have some opinions and different things.
Yeah, I think it's been cool to see how this football staff has seemed to gel from, middle school all the way up to high school.
Yeah.
It's almost like a college game the way we're drawing things out here.
Yeah. College game we'd probably be over with, and they would be doing right now. They're getting ready for.
We'd be in the parking lot.
We'd be in the parking lot.
8:15 to go. Pitch it
out.
out. Here comes Jella Gardell. Touch
Good
pass
turn
at
the corner.
35, turns it to 30,
Nice.
down at the 25. He just keeps finding yards.
Does. I mean, he got 2 or 3 hits on him, but he turned forward and kept his feet going and moved the chain, or not, didn't move the chains, but he picked up to make it a 2nd and 5.
Game clock's under 8 minutes.
And he kept in bounds. That's the key thing, too. Is like he kept in bounds. He made a really good play, kept in bounds to keep that clock running because we don't need to hurry up at all.
And you got to think this is weighing on these North Linn guys a little bit. They're not used to this.
No.
Pilcher gets caught up in that rush.
Yeah, he tried the draw, and they already had good pursuit.
Yeah, that offensive line shot right down.
Yeah. Yeah, that was looked like a designed run right from the start.
And, Jesup's offensive line had a hard time covering that as they came right through those gaps. And you got some size there on that front.
Yeah.
Rylan Baugh down, practicing some extra points into that net.
See if we get a pick up some of the yardage here, leaving on a 4th down.
Pilcher looking left. Now
Oh,
goes
he's
straight
got Brody.
downfield. Cresser dives forward just out of his fingers.
Just missed him.
He had plenty of pressure behind him from Cade Hagenberry.
Yeah. Brody laid all out, almost came up with that ball. That was a nice play by Brody. Good try.
Play clock reset, moving along. Jesup kind of taking their time here, but doesn't matter as they need to get that game clock moving.
Yeah. So now we go for try to pick up the 1st down.
Tanner Cole into motion, sets up right side. Pilcher going to steer that way. Drop back to pass, but he's going to tuck it and go as he gets past the line of scrimmage. And
that's not a bad. He stayed in bounds, so they're going to have to. Well, no. They got to reset the chain. Sorry, it was 4th down.
Nate Novak comes off the field. He's cramping up too. They'll get him taken care of. Silva will come in. And also making his way from the sideline, Carter Even will take place of Tanner Cole. Probably make sure he's
Tanner,
in
you
good
got to get off the
condition.
field and and be ready to go because you've got to be ready.
Drop back deep. There's pressure.
Oh, say what?
Tight coming in from Noah Sheridan. Ball's on the sideline and out of the
lucky.
grip of Tay Hagenberry.
We got to make sure where Brody or Parker McComb can't get beat back behind there. Bryce Glider did a nice job. Was that Bryce back there? No. Who was back there trying to put pressure up on Hilmer? Maybe it was Bryce. We need to make sure that we got to, if we can get him down.
Yeah, it was Glider.
It was
Glider
Glider.
Was back in there.
Yeah, Bryce did a nice job. We just got to get there a little bit quicker and finish that and put him in the, try to get a hit on him. Try to put him in the ground because he's pretty athletic and elusive. He's moving around the pocket. We got lucky there. He's looking for a quick pass. There, good.
Quick pass to Tate Cullum just outside. I don't think we're going to see. Well, they are going to give him a yard on that, maybe.
Parker did a nice job. Even though he's mad at himself right now, he kind of missed, but he got up there. He was able to slow him down, and the pursuit came there, and they cleaned him up.
6:08 to go. North Linn quick out of the chute. We're going to see Nick Sadler enter the field. I think somebody did a quick count to make sure we had enough players. They threw him in.
There was a hold.
Backside, Sadler tries to pursue. Hilmer still on his feet. Tries to target down low, and there is the catch.
We'll let him go because it's coming back.
Catch made by Lance Miller.
That's coming back.
But that flag in the backfield holding on.
No. Yeah,
holding on the offense. It's like, what's going on?
I just watched Sauer almost have a heart attack right there. I just watched that right there. I just watched Sauer just all of a sudden. I just saw him like he's just about.
I think he was just. I think we're just used to sending it Jesup's way.
Yeah.
He had a change of pace.
Yeah. Yeah. The one thing right there, Nick was on the sideline with his helmet off. The one thing the coaches would tell you is like, if you're on the sideline, if you're not hurt, you keep your helmet on because you never know when you get called in and get in there.
Exactly.
You better ready to yell and get in. Rush.
And there was some pressure coming, and
yes, he's going to throw it intentional ground. I was like,
So
I was
not
saying,
doing that.
Yeah. Nick Sadler got back there, did some good job, and I think who else was back there, but forced that intentional grounding, so that's a loss of downs. Looks like they are going to punt.
You pressure deep in your. You're into the field.
Yeah, right now I would tell my guys right there, is like you let them snap the ball and see what they're going to do. You don't go back there and try to block that kick right now because you just got to be careful of him. Yeah.
And Hilmer, nice punt.
Get away from
High
the ball.
Up.
Get away from the ball.
Dahl's going to back away. It's going to hit the 50 back bounds
Perfect.
to the 49 of North Linn.
That was good.
Just have to wonder how many penalties we've seen on Jesup's side, and then you throw in North Lynn's.
Cross is at Makokata tomorrow, right? Not Matt Crowley, Makokata. Yeah, Makokata. So yeah, wish it was probably the players wish it, or the runners wish it was probably Delhi. It's a little bit shorter bus ride. Makokata is a pretty good haul.
They got more hills over that way too.
Yeah.
First and 10, Jesup has it in opponent's territory, and Jace will stay on his feet and just inch down. But at this point, you want to keep that clock moving, right?
No, that's the right, perfect right there. Keep the ball in the middle of the field. I'm not going to say that North Linn conceded when they had fourth, and I mean that was a long pickup to try. That was a smart position to punt the ball away. This is where you keep the ball on the ground. Unless you can see something that you know you've got a one-on-one or a pretty safe pass play to somebody. Or maybe you do try one extra long shot here to somebody going down the sideline. There you go, Jarrett. First down, more.
Keeps moving. Trucking.
He's still on his feet. He
How
wants
does
to
he
score.
do that? Breaks from the 50 all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Nice
He just
run.
keeps digging.
He does. That's the one thing after they call that yak, yards after contact. I don't know what he's at for right now. If they go back through and then count those yards for after he's made contact, but that's where most of the yards have come from after somebody's tried to tackle him.
Play clock moving along. Jace has his eye on that. It's approaching 10 seconds. Game clock has not started yet.
Yeah, because he went out of bounds, so.
And we're going to see Coach Sauer take a timeout.
Yeah, I think right there we might have met. I think right there was a little bit on the mistake on our part. We should have got the play in. Ball was out of bounds, so we didn't have to run the clock down.
You got 2 timeouts, Sal. There'll be 1 timeout left now. As Coach Miller and Coach Stevens will bring that offense together. And, despite the heat and despite, cramping that we've seen, they still, they keep fighting. They keep going. They're on their feet.
They do. Like I said, there's no quitting these guys, and I think that's going to I said it earlier, we're going to be a competitive team. We're going to be a fun team to watch, and they're not going to give up. Regardless of what happens with the wins and losses, who knows what's going to happen there. Hopefully we have more wins than we have losses. It'd be nice not to have any losses, but these boys will they're going to give you everything they have. All 11 guys that go out in that field are going to give you everything they have.
Going to pull up any updated scores of interest. Pembroke Rhinebeck beating Meskwaki 50-36. Bosco 78-6 win over West Central. Cedar Falls trying to pull off the win over Dubuque Senior 17-14. West Delaware over Walworth Catholic 21-0.
They had a game already last week, West Delaware. They had a week 0 game against Anamosa.
Okay. Clayton Ridge look like losing Edgewood Colesburg right now, 40-6. Wapsie Valley 42, Denver 6. That is the end of the third, latest score I have.
Just gonna try to get out.
Pitcher's going to come around the end.
He's going to get in. No
into
flags.
the end zone. 6-yard run. Jason Pilcher, his second touchdown run of the day.
I think Sauer motioned for – no, I think he motions for 2, and then Ryan Baugh turned his head right there, so I think they're going to kick the extra point.
Let's just hold that line. Let's don't jump. Let's give him some advantage here. Let's give him plenty of time to get that ball up and through. North Linn had so much pressure on him last time he was out.
Good.
Strong leg.
Oh.
No good. Wow.
Well, they had a better angle than me. Unless when we're at the left of the left upright.
Regardless, 31-8. And you can pretty much say it's a Jesup ball game unless something crazy starts happening.
Unless crazy starts happening, but I'm not gonna. I'll wait for. I'll get a couple more minutes before I'm gonna
start celebrating.
Yet. But yeah, I mean these boys. This group of boys, the whole team itself, and hopefully Toby's okay. He's got the. I guess the good thing about him, hasn't been carted off in the ambulance, so hopefully it's just something he's got ice on his knee. Maybe it's just a little bit swelled. I see Ben over there talking to him. And I guess the good thing is that the ambulance guys has to come on over. No EMT, so.
And Ryland Baugh is going to get a chance to do the kickoff right now. For the last few weeks, I've seen him out here on this field, driving by, working on his punts, working on his kicks.
I saw
taking advantage of that soccer training.
Yeah, I saw some of Anthony's snaps, I believe it was, and I saw him up there. They were working on it, so it's good to see.
Was Anthony trying to catch him?
I don't know. I have to ask him that if he was back there
or was he in a bag chair with a cooler?
bag of chips. Bag of chips right there, yeah, watching it, giving instructions.
Speaking of Anthony Ball, our on-site producer, Eric Clark, running camera tonight. I'm Nate Kleber. Jason Pilcher, the voice you hear. And
good
talk
kick.
About a boot. Wow, Ryland gets that all the way to the 10-yard line. Take that return from Hagenberry. He holds up a little bit, but keeps driving forward, gets past the 30 out of bounds at about the 32-yard line.
Nice kick. I think that threw him off guard a little bit, but he made a good play on the ball after kicking it over his head. Wow, Ryland Ball, that was a good kick. He's pretty excited after that one. That's good to see. And I see the football players, the football team are going against code and giving each other high fives, so we'll go.
You got gloves on, right?
Maybe some of them do.
Yeah, we can only hope that everybody stays healthy after tonight's on the field and in the stands. Try and get life
good
back
tackle.
to normal, and nice pressure in on that near side with Tanner Cole coming right after it.
Yeah, that was a nice tackle for no gain, or just ball maybe just got past the line. Yeah, we'll give him a yard, but that was a nice play.
Clock continues to move.
That's right now. North Lynn's in no hurry. They're just probably trying to get their plays in and work on stuff for coming in the next season, or the games coming up. Trying to work on a few things.
I'm guessing the headlights we see in the parking lot are heading back to North Lynn.
Yeah.
On the drive, and
Brady
little
Dahl,
hold up,
yeah.
Brady. You know, Brady was there to make that stop
Yeah.
if he needed to, as that ball was coming right towards Tate Cullum.
Yeah.
Keep your composure. Don't get overconfident just yet.
Yeah.
Wait till they hit zero.
Like I said earlier, I said Hilmer was talking right there, and right now he was talking to Noah Sheridan, number 4 there. That's one thing. The referee was right there, but he didn't say anything to the umpire right now. I think the umpire would probably be saying something right now. Tensions are high. The last thing you do is you want to get kicked out of a game and then have to leave a.
Hilmer overshoots it on that far side. Pass is intended for Lance Miller.
It's going to bring 4th down. It looks like they are going to punt. So if I had it, we'll see. We'll probably see a long or us just running the ball, hand the ball off.
Brady Dahl back to return. And again, Austin Hilmer, junior quarterback, takes a boot.
Get away.
Bounces at the 44, continues to roll into Jesup territory. Dahl will move back. They'll spot about the 29 of Jesup.
Good punt for them. Took a good roll. We're not playing the return right now.
Student body getting into it. Neon Knight.
Yeah. See if Northland starts making some substitutes on defense, get some other kids in there, and then we would follow suit. Or maybe we'll just be probably running the ball in between the tackles. I guess we're not going to do anything fancy right now.
Very conservative. Jason will look at his left wrist. See that that play coming in from Miller. And Delagardelle stays in the ground, hangs onto the ball. It will be for a loss.
Yeah. Right now, you'll take a loss over. You don't want to fumble the ball. You want to keep the ball in play. There's no sense of trying to break something out the outside and stop the clock.
BCH comes out. Cole split to the. Is that Cole to the right side? Yep. Tanner Cole.
Yeah.
Or left side, I guess.
About 3 seconds left. He's going to snap it, and I'm probably going to go right to Jarrett going up the field.
Let's keep
we got a flag.
I suppose we got a false start again.
I would guess. We had number 11 come in for us, and I'm not sure who. Gavin O'Rourke came in, and I think, he got called for the false. Yep, I think Anthony's right. We got on that far right side. I think when Jay snapped the ball, he didn't come set and move back. Yep, legal shift.
Yeah, his first year out in a few years as a senior, and got to get back in that mindset of the game and that pressure up there.
Usually on that far split end, that's why you'll see them give their hand out to the referee out there. The referee will let them know if they're off or on. And when they say on, that means they're up the line where they're supposed to be. And then you can go ahead and snap the ball.
2:23 to play in this game. Jesup with a commanding lead, 31-8 over North Linn, who was 7-3 last season. Jesup ended the 2019 campaign with 3 wins. Hudson, BCAW, and East Marshall. And
just go down.
Just keep trucking that ball away, and that time it was
Noah.
No Sheridan gets the
Sheridan
hand off
there,
on
got
it.
the carry. Just falling forward, he covered up the ball. Both hands just goes down, puts the clock about 140. This might be one of those times too where we just keep, even if we fourth down, we go for it and just go right in the middle and just turn the ball over. And I don't know if North Linn would try to score before the game or not.
90 seconds to go. Clock ticking at 7 seconds.
My question is, do we go out for the post game that Sowers always done when we circle up?
Don't know.
Flags come out again.
So that's going to put us at 4th down and 1:10 to go.
Decline the penalty. Another flag. I'd like to go through and find out in the official book when I look at everything. Go through huddle. He's picking up his flag. He declined it. Yeah. So 1:10 left. Brings up 4th down. Looks like we are going to punt.
So they're bringing Tanner Cole in to attempt another punt for Jesup. 1:10 to go. North Linn key in on that rush, trying to knock that ball down deep in their territory.
Nice punt. Fair catch right there.
And North Linn will pick it up with Cade Hagenberry as they spot that at about the 43-yard line of North Linn with 64 seconds to play.
I would guess that they would, I don't know, we'll see what happens here. Maybe they would want to try to score. I don't blame them if they would, but maybe they take a knee, risk an injury, getting a kid hurt when the game's out. We're not going to win, so we'll see what they do. Looks like they're going to maybe try to go to just dive up the middle. Bryce Glider back there again. Bryce has had a really good game.
He's been a good player to watch.
He has. He's done a lot of things. Sometimes he's made a lot of plays, but sometimes if you go back in the game film and watch, I bet you there's a lot of things that no one saw that he did that led to a lot of those big plays. Those are the things that when you come back on Monday in practice and the coach went through the film, he's going to say things and it's going to make Bryce's confidence go even higher.
25 seconds. Play clock moving at 6.
Yep, now that's game.
And they're going to go into victory formation, and
that's going to be it, folks.
That's it. Wow. How about that?
That was a good start.
How about that? Jesup will wait out the clock. 10 seconds more to go. Play clock still ticking down. And Jesup says it's not done just yet. And that's it. 31-8. Jesup goes to 1-0 on the 2020 campaign. Players won't get a chance to high-five each other at the 50. So they'll come out and they'll kind of do the wave.
Kind of walking
North
away.
Lynn is.
I don't think they want to partake in it.
I guess not.
I guess not.
There's one. You got a couple North Lynn
couple fans
faithful
are,
that
but,
a couple
team,
players raised their helmets
yeah.
in respect. So give them credit.
Yeah.
Give them credit for it. But so. Fun game to see and an exciting situation as a season we didn't know would take place. Got knocked down from 9 to 7 games. North Lynn, again, traditional powerhouse. And, Luke Baldwin was up here before. And I think as you said it, you just like to beat him at something.
Just want to beat him something. We've played them in baseball. They put us out the last 2 years. This year got a little away from us.
Right.
Last year was a really close game. They've beaten us out in basketball. Last couple or a year or two, so it's just nice to beat them at something.
Yeah, that always seems to be the case. They end up that first game in postseason that you got to get by. And North Lynn's going to think about this one for a while. It's going to sting. It's going to sting as they get their season going. But
exactly.
Coach Sauer, you can see how proud he is right now of his guys down there on the field as they group together and get the 2020 campaign going with a win. And here's how the scoring went. And it started off 5:46 to go in that first quarter. Pass play from Pilcher to Cole, 17 yards. Extra point, no good. Made it 6-0 at the end of the first. In the second quarter, 7:54, Jesup had a run with kind of Wildcat style. Tanner Cole, 3 yards in. Made it 12-0. The 2-point conversion was no good. 6:19 to go in that third period. Jesup run with Della Gardell, 4 yards in. Bob with an extra point attempt in. Made it 19-0. Jesup, 3:07 to go in the third quarter. Run with Pilcher, 4-yard trample in. No on the 2-point conversion, 25-0. North Lynn had a chance to finally score as they had a 10-yard play come in with Tate Hagenberry with 44 seconds remaining in that third quarter, making it 25-8. And then Jace Pilcher, 6 yards in. No good on the extra point, barely. But that run with 4:18 to go in the game sealed it for Jesup, 31-8. Jesup goes to 1-0. North Lynn drops to 0-1 in the 2020 campaign. But again, what else can you say about it almost looks like a different team. You have a lot of the same players, but there's just a different sense to it of them coming out with some urgency and some togetherness to make sure they get this game in and hopefully make sure the season continues.
Yeah, exactly. I asked Jace a couple weeks ago, and I said, what's the difference between the past seasons? And he said, I think it's just culture, just the camaraderie from the players and the coaches and gelling. What you saw tonight, it was a great team win. We had a lot of penalties, and that's the one thing that coach is going to go through, and he's going to probably go through. They're all going to look at the stuff, and they're going to go back through, and they're going to correct those stuff. You have that many penalties in the first game, which you expect to have penalties in the first game. Those things can be probably corrected and then go forward.
Yeah, 3-hour game takes a toll on the Jayhawks. We I think came out of it relatively clean, other than a ton of just strains from cramps, but Sebeka seems to be still hobbling out there.
He seems to be hobbling a little bit. Hopefully it's nothing. Just get some rest, some ice, and some therapy, and hopefully he bounces back for next week because we're going to need him.
So our next broadcast for football, we'll let you know on our volleyball schedule as we get that moving along. But our next scheduled broadcast for football will be on September the 18th. Denver will be our home game. Osage will be the last scheduled regular home game. That's homecoming on September the 25th. For Jason Pilcher and our crew of Anthony Baugh, our on-site producer, camera operator Eric Clark, and our executive producer Tony Lang, I'm Nate Clayberg, again from the Hawks Nest here in the Lorient Sabres press box in Jesup. The final score, Jayhawks football 31-8 over North Lynn. You can watch the entire game again on replay on YouTube or on our Facebook page. This is the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology with music courtesy of bensound.com. Go Jayhawks and be safe.